What's up guys, this is your favorite fanfic YouTuber, the Fanfic Majesty, and welcome to another amazing video. You can follow me on Patreon for exclusive stories. 1TC001 Double Contrast arrives. Advertise here. Marvel Universe, number -199,999. Time. Battle of New York. The top of the Stark building. Iron Man, who had just failed to destroy the teleporter, crashed onto the platform. While taking off his battle suit with the help of the mechanical arm on the console, he looked at Loki, who was smiling confidently not far away. One thing to say, he felt that the other party didn't look smart. Looks like he was born with his brother Thor. When Tony walked into the building, Loki immediately smiled triumphantly with the scepter in his hand. Are you here to beg for mercy? Tony pretended to be nonchalant and walked behind the bar, picked up a bottle of whiskey and said, No, on the contrary, I'm here to threaten you. Loki sneered. Then you shouldn't have taken off that iron cover. As he said that, he turned and looked out the window, opened his arms, and said excitedly like a king looking at his own country. The Chitauri army is coming, and no one can stop it. Nothing can threaten me. Hearing that, Tony was even more convinced that this guy was as clueless as Thor. Even if the Chitauri take down the earth, it has nothing to do with you, a banished Asgard. Just want to be a king with this brain. Go dreaming. I've got an army, Loki yelled with irritated eyes. We have Hulk, she Stark replied. Besides, if we can't protect the earth, we will definitely avenge it. Hearing this, Loki walked over step by step, saying meaningfully. But if they're busy fighting you, how can they have time to play with me? As he said that, he showed a sinister smile, and suddenly raised his heart scepter and tapped it on Tony's chest. Da, a crisp voice came, and Loki's smile froze on his face. No response. Puzzled, he raised his mind scepter again, and clicked on it. Da, mind manipulation failed again. Loki is confused, this has never failed before. Stark looked at an idiot in his eyes, and mocked. Isn't it normal for performance failures or something? Oh, it's definitely possible that the user is too stupid. Loki suddenly became angry from embarrassment. He grabbed Tony by the neck, cursed viciously, and threw him out of the top floor of the building. A mortal without armor, this height is enough to be smashed into a pulp. But in the next second, he heard a roar, and then an unknown object brushed against him and flew out. Just when Loki didn't know why, there was another whistling sound from below. Just as he was about to observe, he saw Tony Stark, who was supposed to fall to death, fly back wearing his armor, and raised his palm to point at himself. Boom. With a high-powered hand cannon, Loki screamed and flew backwards. Tony wanted to kill the culprit directly, but at this moment, he heard a unique scream of energy coming from outside the building. He looked back, and saw that ray of blue energy at the moment became intense, and then opened a huge amounts of portal in the sky. At this moment, he even saw the dark deep space opposite the portal, as well as a large number of densely packed alien troops. Tony resolutely gives up on Loki, and will meet the obstruction without any hesitation. However, at this moment, he suddenly found that the command he sent was invalid, and the armor failed. Boom. Tony fell onto the marble-tiled floor. Loki was taken aback when he saw this scene, then laughed wildly. Haha, it's God's will, Stark. This time I won. However, his smile didn't persist for a second before it turned into panic. I saw that the portal that Iron Man couldn't destroy suddenly closed at this moment. The flight controllers under the feet of the dozens of Chitauri warriors who broke through and entered the Earth first failed, and everyone fell down like dumplings. What happened to this? Loki's face turned pale, and he shouted in horror. Tony was also puzzled, this scene was beyond his knowledge. At the same time, New York holy place. Ancient One looked thoughtfully at his palm, which was unable to condense the magic circle. Asgard. Feeling the completely sealed energy in his body, Odin frowned, feeling very uneasy in his heart. How many years have I not felt this kind of inability to control myself? Holy place number 2. Thanos listened to Ebony Maw's report with a serious face. Now the entire battleship is in an extinguished state, all weapons and engines are locked by unknown energy. What made him even more uneasy was that he felt that his own power was also locked. Dark Dimension. Dormammu, which was tens of thousands of meters high, collapsed, and then turned into a humanoid creature wearing necromancer robes and a flaming head. He was terrified, unable to understand why he would return to his original body. Time Administration TVA. The ear-piercing alarm sounded crazily, but the female judge and others found that the time branch did not appear on the monitor. This completely contradictory situation made everyone at a loss. They tried to contact Miss Time, but found that none of the devices could be used. Then, to everyone's horror, the teleportation device also failed. End of time. For the first time, Kong, the man left behind, showed a shocked face. In his field of vision, that great sacred timeline that never stops flowing, froze at this moment. That is, at the moment, an incomparably magnificent and shocking voice sounded in everyone's hearts. Open black lens bracket ding. Close black lens bracket. The comparison system is on. Close black lens bracket. Isolation of any form of high-energy reaction is completed, the law of banning war is formed, and absolute protection is generated. Close black lens bracket. The live broadcast room was established successfully. Close black lens bracket. Personnel related to the comparison character began to pull. Boom. In an instant, in the vision of countless creatures, a gigantic curtain of light was born. Its left and right. One side is surrounded by blue lightning, and the other side is intertwined with golden thunder. 002 Thor. Haha, I am the destiny. Advertise here. Thor. The moment he saw the blue lightning, Loki's blue color suddenly turned pale, his face full of disbelief. At the moment he had a clear perception that it was Thor's breath, definitely not someone else. But how could that guy have such power? That was even scarier than the feeling god King Odin made him. At this moment, Loki trembled involuntarily, feeling terrified in his heart. Aside, Tony didn't disarm. Although it has fallen into a deadlock, at least the defense is still there. What happened before me was terrible. It seems that there is something higher that directly changed the law. If the words in that voice are true, banning energy, banning war, protecting life from injury or death, then it is simply a real god. He doesn't believe that Thor has this kind of ability. At this time, the shocking voice sounded again. Open black lens bracket ding. Close black lens bracket. Relevant multi-universe personnel analysis is completed, and the pull is complete. Close black lens bracket. You can speak freely in the chat channel. Close black lens bracket. The video will randomly select 4 people to answer the questions from time to time, and there will be special rewards for successful answers. Close black lens bracket. Note: including but not limited to magic, advanced technology, super ability, witchcraft, blood, magical items, artifacts, etc. Close black lens bracket. At this moment, a special chat room appeared in the minds of all those who were pulled. I haven't waited for everyone to think about whether this is true or not, whether it is a conspiracy, or whether it will hurt themselves. There was a mean voice. Deadpool X-Men Universe. Wow, I didn't expect such a miracle in the multi-universe. Goddess of Death, my little baby of death, you definitely have the qualifications to be pulled in, so talk to me, I miss you so much. Deadpool. Talk, don't hide, I know you're in the chat room. Deadpool. Don't abandon me, I'm your favorite. Looking at the red and black hue version of the profile picture, and the incomparably cheap words, many people feel uneasy in their hearts, and feel that a wave of spiritual pollution is coming. Fortunately, a new voice suddenly appeared at this time. Hela Odinson, 199999 Universe, shut up. Where did the rude people come from? Dare to blaspheme me? Deadpool. What are you? Hela. Be bold. When I break through the seal, I will definitely burn your soul with the fire of death for 10,000 years. Ancient One, 199999 Universe, daughter of Odin, you misunderstood. This goddess of death is not you. I think this should be the goddess of death, one of the 5 gods. You're right about one thing though, it's blasphemy. Odin 19. Ancient One Magician, what do you think of the current situation? That one, have you contacted that one? Ancient One. Unable to contact, all power has been sealed. But, Eternal God, are you there? However, there was no response. Most of the members in the chat room seemed to be in a state of shock, or were shocked by the information from the 2 big shots, or were secretly observing. The chat went blank for a short while. But in the next second, a carefree voice sounded. Thor 19. Father. What's happening here? When will I have an extra sister? And there seems to be something wrong with Mjolnir, I can't use any of my strength. Hela. A fool bound by a hammer. Thor. How dare you insult me, I will fight you. Hela. Hey, even more stupid. Mephisto Dimension of Hell tisk tisk. Odin, your family seems to be in trouble, do you want me to fix it for you? Don't worry, you can sign a contract. You know that I am innocent and never lie. Odin. I'll be waiting for you under the world tree, those who don't come are trash. Dormammu Dark Dimension, the statement in advance is definitely not fanning the flames. If it is me, I can't bear it. Mephisto, why don't you K him? Mystery, Limbo Prison, Hell Boundary, how dare this red mouse, his strength will be suppressed to level Godfather when he enters the dimension of reality, maybe he will be nailed to the world tree by Dingnur and turned into dried bacon. The top floor of the Stark building. Sweat was dripping from Tony's forehead. The amount of information in just 10 seconds is really too much. The goddess of death, the eternal god, and the lord of hell also appeared. Is the world so dangerous? Under the shock, he even forgot about the weird live broadcast room. Shield. Nick Fury is numb. In contrast, the alien army that is about to invade is not worthy of lifting shoes. If an enemy of this level really invades the Earth, how should we defend it? For a moment, he thought of what the magnificent voice said. The rewards for answering questions are extremely rich, perhaps this is the only way to protect the Earth. 838 Universe. Richard, one of the Fantastic Four, frowned. Most of the characters that just appeared were from the 199,999 universe with a huge number. He didn't understand why people from the 838 universe would be pulled into the chat room. In the meeting room, Black Bolt King and others were also pulled into the chat room. And at this moment, a new change interrupted everyone's thinking. Open black lens bracket ding. Close black lens bracket. Content loading is complete. The person for comparison is 199,999 Universe Thor Odinson. Close black lens bracket. Play countdown. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket 9.8.7. Close black lens bracket. In an instant, the screen surrounded by blue lightning lights up in the sky, while the screen interspersed with golden thunder dims down. Chat room. Thor. Ha ha ha, idiot Hela see, I am indeed the destiny. He didn't know why it was him, and he didn't know what kind of things would be broadcast. Anyway, with so many people in the universe, it must be very special for me to be chosen. Then I must blow it up hard, and mock that rude woman by the way. In the dimensional fragments, Hela is indeed a bit confused. In just a few words, she could see that this younger brother whom she had never seen before was an absolute idiot and weakling, so she couldn't understand how such a person could be chosen. At this moment, everyone who knew Thor was excited, angry, but more puzzled. It was at this moment that the countdown reached 0. A clear picture appears on the large screen surrounded by blue. P.S. The universe number is only marked when the character appears for the first time, or when it must be distinguished, and will not be written every time. Otherwise, it's simply prostitution, and I can't do it. 003 Loki. I'm a professional at stabbing. Advertise here. The stars are shining. Close black lens bracket. The illusory shadow of the world tree in the lower dimension of reality is looming in the universe, and on its topmost layer, a pearl blooms with dazzling brilliance. Close black lens bracket. That's God's domain, Asgard. Close black lens bracket. Richard, Universe 838, what a miracle. A whole continent with life can actually float directly in the deep space of the universe. This is completely contrary to the way the planet operates. It seems to be a force completely different from technology. King of Dwarf 199999 Universe, human beings, that is the domain of the gods. Resisting the cosmic environment is just the lowest function, and you have too little experience. High Priest Aisha 19. Hey, this is also worth bragging about. Does the Aesir Protoss care about their dogs? King of Dwarf. Arrogant sovereign, you are just a secondary species created by the highest evolution, what are you proud of? Agatha. Dirty dwarf, you never know what beauty is. Dwarf King. Definitely the incandescent Death Star fire and tons of crushing hammer. Agatha. Low level, Deadpool. Fight, fight, Agatha. Go away, bitch. ... The Illuminati. Richard's mouth twitched. He was just expressing his special power, but he didn't expect to become a master of rhythm. People from another universe are too easy to rage. The top floor of the Stark building. Tony looked at Loki in surprise and said. No, has the universe always been so disharmonious? Loki's face was still a little pale, but he still regained some of the grace of a higher race. He pretended to be disdainful. Although there are battles, it's just the sovereign's arrogance here. Don't you bother to talk to her without looking at Father Odin. Tony nodded, not paying attention to the quarrel in the chat room, and continued to look at the screen. As the camera zooms in, the phantom of the world tree disappears and is replaced by huge and resplendent buildings. Close black lens bracket. You can vaguely see the rune flashing on it. Close black lens bracket. And in the center of Asgard, a 10,000-meter high building exudes amazing divine power. Close black lens bracket. However, the camera didn't stop here, and the scene soon came to a small island that looked like an orchard. Close black lens bracket. In the woods, 2 children seem to be playing around. Close black lens bracket. A strong man with blonde hair and a cheerful personality. Close black lens bracket. The other is a little thin, with black hair, and looks a little restrained. Close black lens bracket. The off-screen Avengers instantly recognize Thor. Without it, that clear and silly smile and eyes are not as natural as the second person can do. Thor. Stark, see, I was so handsome when I was a kid. Loki. Idiot, you laugh as stupidly as any canine creature on Earth called a husky. Hela. I agree. Thor. You're just jealous of me. Asgard. A rare scowl appeared on Odin's face. 3 children, 3 problem children. It's so hard. Open black lens bracket boom. Close black lens bracket. The young Thor throws his back directly to Loki, then laughs loudly. Open black lens bracket. Brother, your body is too bad, you are not a qualified Asgard. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Magic is something only women can learn. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. As he spoke, he raised his arm and showed off his muscles. Close black lens bracket. The haze in Loki's eyes flashed away, but a smile that looked a little inferior appeared on his face and said. Open black lens bracket. My mother said that it is better for me to learn spells. Ability does not lie in strength. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Hearing this, Thor curled his lips, not daring to speak ill of his mother. Close black lens bracket. But he still looks down on magic in his heart. Close black lens bracket. That shit doesn't seem to have any power at all, and I won't go back to study in my life. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. He ignores Loki and starts to train his muscles dully. Close black lens bracket. Tony She Stark, 199999 Universe, as expected of you, the hottest male lead, who knows how to replace brains with muscles since he was a child. Thor. Well, be jealous, weak human chick. Open black lens bracket day to day. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor is very diligent, he exercises his body every day and learns fighting skills. Close black lens bracket. However, I don't care about Asgard's runes, knowledge of the universe, and the original cultural courses. When I study, I sleep. Close black lens bracket. That night, Thor, who had just finished exercising, was lying on the grass panting heavily. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Looking at the Milky Way in the sky, I feel my body recovering a little bit. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. He enjoys this feeling very much. Close black lens bracket. But at this moment, Thor suddenly heard a whistling sound. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. He turned his head and saw that it was a green emerald python, and immediately got up happily. Close black lens bracket. He likes snakes the most. Close black lens bracket. But just as Thor grabbed the python, a strange laughter suddenly came from the snake's mouth. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. This is me. Close black lens bracket. The giant python suddenly turned into Loki, and then stabbed Thor in the abdomen with the dagger in his hand. Close black lens bracket. Thor. Ha ha ha, just to make everyone laugh, this is just me and Loki fighting when we were young. In fact, I already found out it was him. In an instant, countless people in the chat room showed question mark faces. Is this a joke? All F asterisk ked up buttocks, okay. For another Thor. Advertise here. The top floor of the Stark building. Tony looked at Loki curiously and asked. Did you do it on purpose, or by accident? Loki sneered. Definitely on purpose. Anyway, the Aesir Protoss has a strong physique. Since I can't kill him, I don't want him to urinate blood. Tony's kidneys go cold and he can't understand why Loki has hated Thor so much since he was a kid. Although this stuff is really annoying. At this moment, someone suddenly spoke in the chat room. President Loki, the void bastard, you deserve a stab in the heart. Thor. Who are you? Why impersonate Loki? Loki. Who the hell are you? Mobius Quantum Realm, he is just a person who should not appear, and you don't need to care. Richard. Quantum Realm. Tisk tisk, I didn't expect there to be life in it, and it was related to Thor. President Loki. These lackeys are related to everyone. He is an agent of the Time Administration. Oh, you should not know what the Time Administration is. Mobius. Shut up. Say no more. ... Inside the holy place number 2. Thanos narrowed his eyes slightly. Time Administration. I have never heard of this organization even though I have traversed the universe. Could it be that there is really an organization that manages time? Then how powerful this organization must be. He was a little uneasy. TVA. Mobius' face was very ugly. It's not just fear of that President Loki telling secrets. He was even more puzzled at the moment, shouldn't the cut-off people disappear completely? Why is President Loki still alive? Where is the land of nothingness? Asgard. Odin frowned. Although it is said that Loki is only an adopted child, but there is only one. And the other party didn't mark other universes, so where did that President Loki come from? New York holy place. Ancient one side. As an Asgardian from Time Gem, she knew about the group. It's just that it is so exposed to the world today, and I don't know what kind of future it will bring. Chatroom. Just when many people are waiting for that President Loki to tell the secret of this Time Administration. Female Judge Quantum Realm, President Loki, don't think that the void is an illegal place. If you dare to reveal the secret, I will send someone to kill you completely. President Loki. Ebony Maw. Don't be afraid Loki, Master will support you. President Loki. What is Thanos, do you want me to say it? I won't say it, if you want to kill me, garbage. Holy place number 2. Thanos' face was terribly gloomy. Just now he instructed Ebony Maw to speak, but in the end he got this answer. But what made him angry was not that President Loki dared to contradict him, but rather. It is clear. President Loki is afraid of the female judge, not himself. This shows that the power of that organization is definitely more terrifying than itself. This is definitely not good news. 838 Universe, Illuminati. Secret. Another secret. Professor X's face was a little ugly. As the relevant person who was pulled into the chat room. Obviously, my own universe will intersect with this 199,999 universe in the future. And secrets mean danger. A danger that could be even more terrifying than Thanos. New York. Somewhere on the roof, Black Widow and Hawkeye glanced at each other, both seeing shock in each other's eyes. They thought resisting aliens was King sci-fi. But now it seems that this is a trivial matter. This world is far more terrifying than I imagined. Just as countless people were thinking, the light curtain in the sky changed. The screen surrounded by blue flashes dimmed, and golden lightning lit up from the criss-cross screen. Number 199,999 Universe, Parallel Timeline. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Asgard. Close black lens bracket. Continents floating in the universe, huge amounts of temples, the camera didn't stop until it came to a forest. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Looking down from a high altitude, two figures can be vaguely seen sitting quietly on the tablecloth, surrounded by various delicacies and juices. Close black lens bracket. Left over. Kang's eyes were full of puzzlement. The time flow should not only have branches, why do parallel timelines appear? Could it be that there are secrets in the time stream that I have never understood? Chatroom. Thor. Is this the other me? Why are you sitting on the ground and not exercising? What a waste of my body. Loki. This is a normal person, right? Who knows muscle every day like you? Muscle. Still muscle. On the top floor of the Avengers Tower, Loki at the moment is full of envy. Food, wine, quiet picnic. This is the life a prince should live. Instead of being pulled up and wrestled by a barbarian while resting. But just then, as the camera zooms in, a black-haired girl in a dark green dress appears in the camera. Close black lens bracket. She sits cross-legged on the ground, seemingly meditating. Close black lens bracket. But in the next second, the girl suddenly opened a pair of smart eyes, then sighed a long time, and fell backwards on the grass. Open black lens bracket. So tired, so boring. Close black lens bracket. Who is this him? At this moment, Thor, Loki, and Odin showed confused expressions at the same time. At this moment, the blonde Thor put down the book in his hand, glanced at the girl lightly and said. Open black lens bracket. You are too slack, Luo-ji. Close black lens bracket. Thor. Loki. Female Loki. Loki. How is this possible? I am an upright man. President Loki. What's all the fuss about a female Loki? I've seen several of them. Shouldn't you be focusing on another point now? Has no one noticed that Thor is actually reading a book? Natasha Romanoff, Universe 199999, what a strange thing, female Loki is. Loki. You don't understand human beings. For Thor, all words have hypnotic ability effects, and his brain can't accommodate them at all. Thor. You're slandering me again, sister, I'm just bored. Loki. Go. Open black lens bracket ding. Close black lens bracket. The screen suddenly froze at this moment. The next second, the shocking voice sounded again. Trigger question. Close black lens bracket. May I ask what book Thor Odinson is reading? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket A. Valkyrie Adventures on Earth. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket B. Cosmic Gladiator. Close black lens bracket. C. Elementary level Looney Runes. D. Chronicles of Asgard. Respondents are randomly selected. After the selection, the respondents for this question are. Open black lens bracket Caecilius, Gamora, Loki, Wanda Maximoff. Close black lens bracket. 005 The answer that shocked everyone. Advertise here. Top of the Stark building. Hearing that he was selected to answer the question, Loki's eyes lit up. Good guy, isn't this a sub-question? As Thor's brother since he was a child, he can't know what kind of guy this guy is and what he likes. He doesn't care who the other lucky ones are, he doesn't hesitate to answer. Open black lens bracket ding. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Loki has selected answer A, Valkyrie Earth Adventure. Close black lens bracket. Chat room. Loki. Haha, Thor has liked Valkyrie since childhood, and even imagined that he could become one of them. This is definitely the correct answer. Thor. Fart. I just respect them, don't talk about it. Sif 199999 Universe, I just said how Thor likes to read, I didn't expect to let you take advantage of it. Loki. This is wisdom. ... Inside holy place number 2. Gamora looked disappointed. I didn't expect to lose the opportunity after hesitation. But at this moment Thanos sitting on the throne suddenly said. The Thor in front of me has deep and calm eyes, and he doesn't look like the same fool as before. So, Loki may not be right. Gamora's eyes lit up, and he said. Then I should choose that, father. She felt that what Thanos said was very reasonable, and she looked forward to the correct choice from the other party. After all, that reward may be the power to kill the opponent in the future. Thanos thought for a moment and said. The Chronicles of Asgard may look good, in keeping with this Thor's temperament. Gamora nodded. Open black lens bracket ding. Close black lens bracket. Gamora has chosen answer D, The Chronicles of Asgard. Close black lens bracket. Kamar Taj. Caecilius regretted thinking too much and being taken over by others. Quickly go through the information observed before and choose the one that seems reliable among the remaining two. Open black lens bracket ding. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Caecilius chose answer B, Cosmic Gladiator, close black lens bracket. In his opinion, the Aesir Protoss, who are full of muscles and love to fight, might like this kind of cosmic blood warrior novel. And even if it wasn't right, it couldn't be the elementary level Looney Rune. At this time, open black lens bracket ding. Close black lens bracket. Wanda chooses answer C, elementary level Looney Runes. Hearing this choice, many people who knew Thor and his nature couldn't help laughing. Thor learning the Looney runes. That's more outrageous than giants of Jotunheim's fondness for bathing in lava pools in the Firelands. The lucky one who was selected to answer the question at the end was really unlucky. C is the last remaining answer, and the other party can only choose this. At this moment, everyone quietly waited for the answer result. After all the respondents have chosen, the answers will be announced. Close black lens bracket. The answer to this question is C, elementary level Looney rune. Congratulations to Wanda for answering correctly. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket analyzing rewards. Close black lens bracket. Analysis complete. Close black lens bracket. Reward. Break the magic shackles. Close black lens bracket. The top floor of the Stark building. Tony watched as Loki's expression changed from a confident smile. The shocked expression froze. Unbelievable. Then to impotent rage. In the end, his face turned pale with anger, and he kept shouting, "Liars, all liars." Tony couldn't help shaking his head. Tisk tisk. So pathetic. TVA. Mobius was shocked. He has seen 1,000 Thors. However, read the rune book. Sorry, not mocking, he really didn't see any of them. But I didn't expect to open my eyes today. Asgard. The queen, Frigga, was at a loss. This is his own child, learning Looney runes by himself. On the witch. This is not wrong, right? One of the Siberian Hydra bases. Wanda was stunned. She didn't even know why she was pulled into the chat room, and then selected to answer the question. In the end, I chose the remaining one, and it turned out to be right. What's the situation? Moreover, after the reward turned into a golden light and fell on her, now she can feel something cold flowing in her body. It's amazing. At this time, the chat room became lively again. Loki. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. How could Thor, a simple-minded fellow, read the rune book? This must be fake. Sif. To put it bluntly, it's unbelievable. President Loki. This Thor must be insane. Thor. HMPH. What's the use of this shit? The other I really can't understand the essence of power. Hela. You really are trash. Asgard. Odin sighed inwardly. It seems that the last trial still hasn't changed Thor's self-confidence. Is it true that this child will not grow until he dies? At this moment, he suddenly wanted to know what the future of Thor who learned Looney's runes would look like. At this time, a new person suddenly spoke in the chat room. Agatha 199999 Universe, do you like to quarrel? Didn't anyone notice that missing Wanda reward? Caecilius. Just a lucky witch. Frigg. No. Breaking the shackles of magic power. This is a situation that only happens to born witches with special and powerful magic power. This should be the most suitable reward for that person. As soon as these words came out, many quick-minded people immediately understood one thing. The analysis reward is probably more powerful than expected, and it is likely that the most suitable reward will be given to those who answer correctly. At this moment, even an existence like Mephisto trembled in his heart. A small town somewhere in northern Europe. Agatha, the successful witch, narrowed her eyes slightly. That Wanda might be a good food. At this time, the screen that was frozen due to answering the questions began to flow again. 006 Shocking ability to cast spells. Advertise here. In the oak forest that can survive for thousands of years, Thor looked at the girl still lying on the ground and shook his head slightly, then asked suddenly. Open black lens bracket. Have you learned the Caecilian shapeshifting technique, fire tricks, and weak light manipulation that your mother taught you 10 days ago? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Luo Ji, who was lying on the ground enjoying herself, suddenly froze, then sat up abruptly and picked up a glass of juice. Close black lens bracket. The girl sips and drinks, and says with a guilty conscience. Open black lens bracket. That, just, soon. Close black lens bracket. Thor glanced sideways, and said lightly. Open black lens bracket. Yes, or not. Close black lens bracket. The words were very calm, but Luo Ji's eyelids twitched, and then her face collapsed and she whispered. Open black lens bracket. Won't. Close black lens bracket. Thor sighs. Open black lens bracket. Can the simplest flame trick be released with difficulty? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Luo Ji nearly buried her head in her chest. She shook her head and made a little noise. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. I won't. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Can weak light manipulation create a little light? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Okay, I don't even have an answer this time. Close black lens bracket. Deadpool. Ha ha ha, it turned out to be an idiot girl. Loki. 3 spells a week, it's normal if you can't learn them. You don't have common sense about magic. Magician Wong 199999 Universe, this Loki is really good. Whether it is arcane, magic, or witchcraft, it is not easy to control. The requirements of Thor are too high. Deadpool. So Loki, how long did it take you to learn these 3 spells? Loki. This Thor is also an idiot. He doesn't understand how difficult it is to learn spells. Deadpool. How long have you been using it? Loki. The fire trick is okay, and the Kasiri shapeshifting technique is actually not easy at all. Deadpool. How long have you been using it? Loki. Will you please go away? I don't know you, why answer? Thor. Haha, I know that. Except for the fire trick, Loki doesn't know the other two at all. Deadpool. Sigma. In the Stark building, Loki nearly vomited blood. Is there any brother like this? Keep exposing your own shortcoming. He quickly refuted in the chat room. Loki. Correct me, it's not that I didn't learn it, but I didn't learn these two spells. This makes a fundamental difference. Loki. Say no more. What qualifications do you have to say about me, a fool who doesn't know any spells? The same is true for the other Thor, why question Luo Ji? Deadpool. Someone is in a hurry, I won't say who it is. Loki. Who are you, dare you come to Asgard? Thor. Brother, have you forgotten that you have now defected? Inside the building, Tony looked at Loki who was about to vomit blood with sympathy. This guy's face turns pale, blue, and purple. It's a pity not to be a joker in the circus. But there is one thing to say, it is really difficult to have a brother with a big nerve like Thor. He kind of understood why Loki had fled Asgard. Mottled light spots hit the girl's face, Thor's mouth moved, but he didn't say any serious words after all. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket, he sighed inwardly, and then said loudly, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket, sit up straight. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Luo Ji trembled suddenly, then sat up straight suddenly, her small face was full of tension, as if she was waiting for training. Close black lens bracket. But in the next second, she heard her eldest brother's tone soften. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Tell me, I don't understand these three spells. Thor asked seriously. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Luo Ji's tense heart immediately relaxed, and then said embarrassingly, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Actually, I don't understand the three of them very well. I forgot some spell casting principles the next day after my mother taught me. Close black lens bracket. There was an imperceptible twitch on Thor's face, and then he said expressionlessly. Open black lens bracket. Then I'll start from the first shapeshifting and cover it up for you again. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. As he spoke, he stretched out his right hand and flicked lightly, and suddenly a faint thunder burst from his fingertips and hit an acorn. Close black lens bracket. The next second, a strange scene appeared. Close black lens bracket. The fruit quickly deformed, and then turned into a squirrel and quickly climbed to the side oak tree, very agile. Close black lens bracket. Thor. See, I can also learn spells. Loki. I must be under an illusion. Magician Wong. Such an exquisite spellcasting, no traces can be seen. Fandral. Warrior of Asgard, Universe 199999, Father Odin, this is even more unbelievable than Loki lifting Mjolnir. It wasn't just him at this moment, everyone in Asgard opened their mouths. But that's not all. The next second Thor stretched out his hand, and the squirrel exploded, turning into miniature fireworks that exploded. Close black lens bracket. For a while, the forest seemed to be as wonderful and beautiful as a dream, and Luo Ji's eyes were blurred. Close black lens bracket. Until more than 10 seconds passed, Luo Ji was awakened suddenly by Thor's mouth. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Don't be in a daze. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Pay attention to the elementary light manipulation spell below, and perceive how I use my divine power. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Know that it is the key to phantom magic in the future. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. If you can't learn the 3 advanced spells of light manipulation, elementary, middle, and advanced, your phantom magic will be very weak in the future, and you can only change yourself instead of creating an illusion comparable to Asgard. Open black lens bracket. The two are so different. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Speaking, Thor spread out his palms, the surrounding lights and shadows began to flicker in an instant, and the surrounding scene became distorted. Close black lens bracket. Asgard. Odin's one eye widened, completely shocked by Thor's 3 spells at this moment. Is this still my son who is full of muscles? It's unbelievable. 007 Loki. This Thor's body must be very fragile. Advertise here. Open black lens bracket. Under the oak forest, Luo Ji looked at the changing and flickering scenes around her with a dull expression. Close black lens bracket. If she remembers correctly, Thor listened to his mother's teaching with himself. Close black lens bracket. As a result, I almost forgot all the steps of casting spells after 10 days, but the other party completely controlled these 3 spells. Close black lens bracket. Although based on past experience, Thor can always learn various powers, but now it seems to be getting more and more outrageous. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Monster. Luo Ji complained in her heart, and then began to carefully observe the transformation of energy. Close black lens bracket. Chatroom. King Dwarf. I didn't expect Prince Thor to have such a powerful ability to cast spells. He is worthy of the Aesir Protoss. Magician Wong. Learn these 3 spells within 10 days. This ability is also top-notch in Kamartaj. Mephisto. Tisk tisk, Odin, you have given birth to a good son. Would you like to trade some hell magic with me? I can give you a 30% discount. Frigg. Despicable devil, the soul of those who use your spells may no longer belong to them. Mephisto. It's too outsider, that's someone else. With such a good relationship, how could I charge Prince Thor's interest? Sif. Humph. As an Asgardian of the 9 realms, do you think we Asgard will lack spells? What a stupid devil. Mephisto. No shortage, except for the rags Frigga brought from the witch forest. Do you think there are really many powerful high-level secrets and spells in Asgard? Some bald girl doesn't allow that stuff to come out of Kamartaj. Ancient One. So the dignified Lord of Hell also likes to hear rumors. Odin God King never cared about collecting arcana and spells, because Asgard's runes of Luni are also very powerful. Besides, if Mr. Thor wants to come to Kamartaj to learn his spells, I welcome it. Dormammu. Oh, hypocrisy. In reality, Thor saw so many people arguing about himself, his brows were filled with joy. He likes this feeling of being the protagonist, which is great. But the next second, Loki. I laughed so hard, are you guys doing something wrong? It's that Thor of the Golden Thunder who has the ability, not my stupid brother. The Luni runes were written on parchment, and he couldn't even read them anyway. As soon as these words came out, the chat room was completely silent. Everyone who just talked about it had an idea at the same time. It seems like this. While on the coast, Thor also froze for a moment, and muttered to himself with a confused look. I was slapped in the face by me. No, isn't that Thor? But I'm Thor too. Hiss, my head is so itchy. Under the tree, Thor patiently and carefully taught Luoji again, and Thor picked up the elementary level Luni rune again. Close black lens bracket. From a certain point of view, the Luni rune is the root of Asgard. Close black lens bracket. Although it is obviously more difficult than learning spells, he feels that as the eldest prince of Asgard, he must learn it. Close black lens bracket. When he grows up, he will share the pressure for his father. Close black lens bracket. And Luoji's ability is in a mess, so it should be hopeless. Close black lens bracket. Off-screen, waves rose in Odin's heart. That Thor in another timeline could have this thought moved him deeply. At the same time, it also made him feel envious involuntarily. He didn't ask Thor to have such a powerful learning ability, it is Asgard's blessing to have this kind of thought. Inside the Stark mansion, Loki's face twitched. What is ability is a mess, who is mapped? Also share the pressure for the father. Isn't it the spell ability? But the combat power may not be as powerful as Thor, the brawler who is full of muscles. When he quelled the 9 Realms rebellion, he had seen Thor hammer a spellcaster. What shields and spells are completely worthless. Being close is death. Although this freak Thor has good spellcasting ability, he gave up his divine body. Loki sneered a little. In his opinion, this is also stupid. Open black lens bracket night. Close black lens bracket. After eating, Thor meditated for an hour before leaving the palace where he lived. Close black lens bracket. He follows the Bifrost and comes to Heimdall. Close black lens bracket. The sword-wielding warrior opens his eyes. Close black lens bracket. There is no unnecessary communication at all, Heimdall has become accustomed to it. Close black lens bracket. The next second he turned the long sword in his hand, and Bifrost immediately activated. Close black lens bracket. Suddenly, a burst of colorful energy engulfs Thor and shuttles rapidly through the universe, approaching a huge and desolate planet far away. Close black lens bracket. Tony looked puzzled. Without JARVIS analysis, he could tell at a glance that it was a lifeless planet. And there are several huge amounts of plaques on it, there is no doubt that it is a terrible storm. Coupled with the volume of the planet that is several times larger than Jupiter, the gravity is probably 10 times that of the Earth. He doesn't understand why Thor has to go to this kind of death. At this moment, it's not just Tony who has this question, almost all the viewers outside the light screen don't understand what Thor is going to do. Loki sneered. He thought that this Thor must have some dark secret. Otherwise, why come to such a bad planet? Next moment. Open black lens bracket boom. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket rainbow ball pierces through the terrifying storm and descends on the dry land. Close black lens bracket. Thor came out from inside. Close black lens bracket. He completely ignored the terrifying hurricane and the terrible gravity, and walked in one direction with a blank face. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket until he came to a huge boulder, and then showed a satisfied smile. Close black lens bracket. This file size is just right. Close black lens bracket. The next second, Thor hugged the corners of the boulder tightly with both arms, and directly lifted the boulder up. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Then, he held up the boulder like this, and began to exercise on this planet full of hurricanes and 10 times heavier than Asgard's gravity. Close black lens bracket. Off-screen, Loki opened his mouth wide, eyes full of shock. At this moment, there is only one thought in his mind. That is, FK. This works too. 008 stupid Rocky, have you really succeeded? Advertise here. Loki stared at the scene in shock. Fortunately, he thought that the other party was an idiot obsessed with casting spells before, but he was slapped in the face when he turned around. He never expected that this Thor, who has top-level spellcasting ability, would be so terrifying to exercise. No, it should be said that he is really cruel to himself. Terrifying hurricane, more than 10 times the gravity, and holding boulders. Not to mention that you can't breathe on this kind of planet, you can only use divine power to maintain it. This is just crazy. Chat room. Drax, Universe 199999, ha ha ha, this is the real man. Hela. Yes, this Thor is interesting. Thor. My blood boils watching it, if only I could have thought of that in the first place. Loki. Do you have that brain? Thor. I just don't want to think about it. Tony Stark. I believe it. Thor. You still understand me. Tony. Sif. Thor's childhood training was also very hard, not much easier than this extreme method. In Asgard, Sif quickly changed the subject, trying to skip this passage. Her method works. Caecilius. The physique of the Aesir Protoss is really unique, and other races do not have the opportunity to train like this. Steve Rogers. No, it's not just physical strength, in my opinion this Thor's will is even more amazing. Collector, the Void, exactly. Exercise in such a harsh environment, even with the physique of the Aesir Protoss, at such an immature age, I am afraid that if he relaxes, he may be injured. Odin. I offer 1 billion common currency to buy Thor's body after death. Although not in the same timeline, it is still a body worthy of collection. Thor. I refuse, it sounds too perverted. Father, if I die, you must remember to bury me under the world tree and don't sell it to him. Asgard. Odin's forehead twitched. Not to mention that your father seems to care about money so much. You said where you buried yourself, not waiting for others to dig your grave. He felt that he should give Thor another trial, this time to exercise his IQ. Day after day, more than a year has passed. Close black lens bracket. Thor sometimes learns the Looney runes during the day, and sometimes learns to fight with Heimdall. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket definitely, sometimes I will also teach the stupid Luoji by the way. Close black lens bracket. As for the knight, he will go to that planet to train his body to the limit every day without any doubt. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket perhaps because of the need to use divine power to resist the environment, his body is not that exaggerated muscular type, but the lines are more obvious. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket another day. Close black lens bracket. Thor returns to the palace where he lives in the middle of the night, and he usually meditates in the second half of the night. Close black lens bracket. It's not to exercise magic power, but to feel the divine power in the body. Close black lens bracket. That is a power far higher than magic power, and it can also be used to cast spells. Close black lens bracket. But just as he stepped into the garden, there was a whimpering sound not far away, and then a small emerald green snake swam out from the flowers. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor's eyes light up, as if attracted by this beautiful little snake. Close black lens bracket. Thor. I bet that's what Rocky becomes. Mobius. That's right, Loki loves to play tricks no matter what timeline he's in. Loki. I'm looking forward to the next scene. In the garden, Thor stretches out his hand to catch the little snake with a smile. Close black lens bracket. But the moment he touched the little snake, the other party suddenly turned into a green phantom and disappeared. Close black lens bracket. At the same time, a crisp voice sounded behind Thor. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Hey, brother, you have been tricked by me. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Cassily shapeshifting technique. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Change for me. Close black lens bracket. Luo Ji, who was wearing a dark green cloak, reached out and pushed forward, and suddenly a dark green magic ball hit Thor's body. Close black lens bracket. The next second, Thor's body collapsed quickly, and the clothes fell directly to the ground without support. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Luo Ji bends down and holds a frog under the clothes in her hand with a smile. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. She raised her palm, looked at the frog's eyes with a pair of smart eyes, and smiled triumphantly. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. How about it, Thor? I didn't expect me to master the phantom magic so quickly. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. I won today. Close black lens bracket. Loki. Well done. Sure enough, Thor is an idiot, and he can't see through the disguise at all. Thor. Beautiful indeed, much more elegant than you who just poke around. But having said that, Thor feels much lighter inside. Everyone is Thor, and the opponent's picture is so good in just 10 minutes, which puts him under a lot of pressure. Now seeing that the other party was deceived just like him, the pressure suddenly became much less. Caecilius. I'm still too young. I have strength but no experience. I'm afraid I will suffer a lot in the future. Magician Wong. Don't say that, who would have thought that their own home would be in danger? Lycus Kamar Taj, do you guard your fellows? Besides, this is just a joke between brothers and sisters, you are making too much of a fuss. Off the screen, Caecilius snorted coldly, with a gloomy face, and did not choose to continue talking in the chat room. New York bunned. Watching the conversation in the chat room, Thor frowned. Is there something wrong with this Caecilius? It's really annoying to meddle in his own family affairs. This swept away his relaxed mood just now. And just then. Open black lens bracket. A calm voice suddenly came from behind Luo Ji. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Luo Ji, have you really succeeded? Close black lens bracket. Thor, who was frowning outside the screen, suddenly widened his eyes, showing surprise. This is another own voice. 009 Mephisto's seduction. Advertise here. Open black lens bracket. Luo Ji's body suddenly becomes stiff. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. She turned around slowly, and found that Thor was standing behind her, looking at her calmly. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. How can this be? Close black lens bracket. The girl couldn't help but took a few steps back, her face was full of disbelief. Open black lens bracket. I obviously turned you into a frog. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. As she spoke, she raised her palm, trying to prove that she really succeeded. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. However, at this moment, the frog turned into a green phantom and disappeared with a pop. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Looking at Luo Ji's astonished expression, Thor said lightly, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Your phantom magic is full of loopholes, why are you so confident? I can't see it. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. I said before, if you don't master light manipulation first, you don't want to use phantom magic well. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Luo Ji said with a stubborn face, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Even if my phantom magic is average. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. But my shapeshifting magic hit you, otherwise how would you know that I'm going to turn you into a frog? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor looked at the girl mercilessly with the eyes of a fool, and said speechlessly, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Did you forget? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Shapeshifting will only turn you into a frog. Close black lens bracket. Thor. Haha, Loki, the other you are an idiot too. Loki. Ah, yes, it's not like another you, that's 100 times better than the original, what a good brother. Thor. Well, let's watch the screen, don't disturb the others in the chat room. Loki. Huh, open black lens bracket. Luo Ji's expression of dissatisfaction suddenly became awkward. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Ah, is that so? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Hey, it should be because I haven't slept well these days, and my memory is a bit poor. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Oh, suddenly I remembered, I forgot to say good night to my mother, good night to my brother, I have to go first. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Speaking of which, Luo Ji is about to run away. Close black lens bracket. But in the next second, before she could take a few steps, she was hit on the back by a golden magic ball, and then turned into a green frog and fell to the ground with a croak. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Then the frog seemed furious, and gave Thor a quack quack quack, as if he was complaining about something. Close black lens bracket. Thor sneers. Close black lens bracket. Take the frog back to the bedroom and put it in a glass jar. Close black lens bracket. Just stay inside tonight, you. Close black lens bracket. Love my sister. Impossible. Close black lens bracket. Frig. This kid, Luo Ji, seems to be just as naughty as the ones here. It's really nice to have such a big brother in charge. Mephisto. One was stabbed in the waist by Loki, and the other locked Loki in a glass tube. Tisk tisk, let's judge. But it doesn't matter. Thor, do you want to learn hell spells? It's very simple. As for your concern about the soul, I can clearly sign a contract that you cannot do that. Odin. Boring bewitchment, you underestimate Thor too. Thor. Father, don't worry, I'll just take him for a fart. In hell, Mephitos was not only not angry when he heard such an answer, but showed a weird smile. As the top hunter who plays with people's hearts, he just wants to plant a seed. At this time, the intertwined light curtain of golden thunder in the sky dimmed. The light surrounded by blue thunder lights up. Everyone immediately understood that this was returning to the original Thor. Dozens of days have passed since Loki stabbed his kidney, and Thor's injury has already fully healed. Close black lens bracket. At this moment, Odin summons the two to the Asgard treasury. Close black lens bracket. In front of the ice-blue casket of ancient winters, Odin told the story of the war with the giants of Jotunheim more than 10 years ago. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. He looked at his two sons and talked eloquently. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. After the defeat of the giants of Jotunheim in Norway, we became myths and legends to humans. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. But don't forget, God's domain brought peace to the entire universe. Close black lens bracket. High Priest Agatha. Oh, it turns out that King Odin thought that the giants of Jotunheim could invade the entire universe. Ronan the Accuser. HMPH, a low-level civilization that can't even get out of the planet, the Kree Empire can kill them 10 times with a backhand. Mephisto. Then you underestimated the giants of Jotunheim. Their casket of ancient winters is the top treasure in the universe, which can easily freeze a planet. Dormammu. Tisk tisk, Mephisto, you are still as sinister as ever, so I am afraid that someone will covet this treasure. Mephisto. I didn't say, don't frame me. Odin. Hee, it's really a low-level method. I didn't look at the identity displayed in the chat room, I thought I had encountered a low-level lemur trying to deceive people. Deadpool. The bosses speak nicely, let's add a little more. Wolverine's grave. Deadpool found that just after he finished speaking, there was no movement in the chat room, and he was suddenly annoyed. Damn, who do you look down on? 30 years west of the Rhine, 30 years east of the Rhine. When I hug the thigh of the big sister of death again, let this group of people call daddy. At this time, inside the treasure house, close black lens bracket, open black lens bracket. After talking about this history, Odin looked at the two with deep eyes and said, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. In the future, one of you will take my place to defend peace one day, close black lens bracket. At this moment Loki suddenly asked, open black lens bracket, are those giants of Jotunheim still alive, close black lens bracket. Without waiting for Odin to speak, Thor on the side rushed to say, open black lens bracket, if I were the king, I would catch all those monsters and kill them all, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket, just like you, father, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. After speaking, he looked at Odin expectantly, hoping to be praised and recognized. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. However, Odin did not answer, but looked back and forth at the two teenagers with different expressions. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. After a few breaths, he suddenly said, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. A wise king never initiates a fight, but he is always ready to fight. Close black lens bracket. Thor suddenly excitedly said, open black lens bracket. I am ready, close black lens bracket. 010 The secret of the year. Advertise here. Dimensional fragments. Hela in the seal looked at Thor's excited face, and the anger in her heart erupted like a volcano. Once upon a time, I was so excited under the words of that man. But what about the result? Hela. Never wary. This is really a big joke. Odin, you vile hypocrite. Xing Yun. The tone of these words sounds like he wants to kill his father. Serta 199999 Universe. Asgard people are really rubbish. Ebony Maw. Such sharp words. Hee, it seems that the family conflicts of the Lord of the Nine Realms are far more intense than what outsiders have seen. He said this under the instruction of Thanos, and deliberately bit the accent on the Lord of the Nine Worlds. Thanos' idea is also very simple. The messier Asgard is, the easier it is for him to get infinite gems. After all, those two guys, Odin and Ancient One, are a real problem. Deadpool. Huh, I think I smell 8. Yuck, it smells like a secret. Frig. Hela, you have contributed a lot to the stability of the Nine Realms. But, if you still want to come out, you better keep your mouth shut. Inside the Avengers building, Loki has a startled look on his face. It was the first time he saw his gentle mother say such words. But he understood in an instant that this must be a secret that would shake the Nine Realms, otherwise, with his mother's character, he would never say such a thing. Hela. Deadline. Frig. 100 years. You should understand how merciful this is. Hela. Oh, do I need to thank you? Sakaar. Valkyrie. There was a deep contempt in Valkyrie's eyes. But she chose not to tell that history. Not to defend Odin, but she never wanted to be involved in that family mess again. As for Thor in the picture, she sneered, as expected of the son of Odin, who looks just like his sister and is just a piece of trash who only knows how to kill. At this time, the screen surrounded by blue lightning dimmed. The golden thunder screen lights up. In the Asgard treasure house. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Odin summoned his two sons to the casket of ancient winters, and slowly told the history. Close black lens bracket. However, when he said, we have become legends and myths, Thor suddenly asked. Open black lens bracket. Why is this happening, father? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Luoji on the side looked dazed, not understanding why Thor asked like this. Close black lens bracket. The Asgard warriors left Norway after defeating the giants of Jotunheim. As time went by, the humans there naturally regarded Asgard as a myth. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Is Thor's brain broken today? I can't even figure it out. Close black lens bracket. Many Asgardians outside the screen were also puzzled, not understanding that this Thor would have such doubts. Open black lens bracket. Odin replied calmly. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Why do you ask that, Thor? Close black lens bracket. The blonde boy frowned slightly and said. Open black lens bracket. Vanaheim, Yafheim, Nidavel. Except for the countries that are hostile to us, there are Asgard warriors guarding them. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Although we helped Midgard defeat the giants of Jotunheim, the humans there are weak, and there is no guarantee that they will not be invaded by other races in the future. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. The 9 realms are only connected by the world tree, but there are more than 9 realms in the universe. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Luoji on the side opened her small mouth slightly, looking shocked. Close black lens bracket. In her heart, there has never been the concept of anyone daring to invade the world guarded by Asgard. Close black lens bracket. And isn't the world on the world tree the whole world? How do you hear Thor mean that there are many worlds besides this? Close black lens bracket. Odin has a hint of appreciation in his eyes when he hears this. Close black lens bracket. Although he wanted to hide this secret, Thor was able to keenly sense that something was wrong, which made him even happier. Close black lens bracket. Inside the Stark building, Tony Stark looked at Loki, who was shocked again, and said, "Is your Asgard a cosmic agent organization? Why are there so many secrets?" Loki couldn't help being embarrassed, but immediately pretended to be disdainful and said, "That's a powerful performance." Tony smiled dismissively. "Don't act like Thor." Loki was furious. Who is this earthling insulting? Open black lens bracket. You step back. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Odin looks up slightly, and orders the surrounding Asgard guards to leave. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. At this time, he looked at his daughter again and said, "Close black lens bracket." Open black lens bracket. And Luoji, you go down too, you are not fit to know this secret. Close black lens bracket. The girl's eyes showed a hint of unwillingness, but she still didn't dare to contradict her father, and left with an unhappy expression. Close black lens bracket. Thor frowned slightly, and directly expressed his thoughts. Open black lens bracket. Father, this is not good. Luoji's character is inherently sensitive, so there will be a gap. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. You should let her listen. Close black lens bracket. Off screen, Loki's heart skipped a beat. At this moment, he suddenly envied his other self. At least the brother there knows himself and cares about himself. Open black lens bracket. I definitely know my daughter's temperament. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Odin shook his head slightly, then said meaningfully, "Close black lens bracket." Open black lens bracket. But because of this, I can't tell him about it. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Because sometimes taking the initiative to break in and knowing the break in are two different things. Close black lens bracket. After hearing this explanation, Thor didn't continue to refute, waiting for his father to tell the secret. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. At this moment, Odin suddenly sighed and looked out the window. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. There is Midgard, which is the direction of the earth. Close black lens bracket. After a few seconds, he turned his head, looked at Thor with deep eyes, and slowly spoke the truth. Open black lens bracket. Actually, back then, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Asgard's army did not voluntarily withdraw from Midgard. Close black lens bracket. 011 The name of Sorcerer Supreme. Advertise here. As soon as these words came out, countless observers who knew the existence of Asgard showed puzzled eyes. And in the sealed dimension fragments, Hela thought of something, and then showed a mocking sneer. She thought she should have guessed the answer. Open black lens bracket. Didn't you take the initiative to leave? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Why? Close black lens bracket. Thor was even more puzzled when he heard this answer. Close black lens bracket. At this moment, the screen suddenly stopped. In the next second, the shocking voice appeared again. Trigger question. Close black lens bracket. Excuse me, why did Odin leave the Earth with the army instead of choosing to rule? Close black lens bracket. A. He is too old, his divine power has declined, and he is no longer suitable for ruling more planets. Close black lens bracket. B. There was a crisis within Asgard at that time. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. C. Because of a woman. Close black lens bracket. D. He discovered that there are more terrifying problems inside the Earth. Close black lens bracket. Earth. When the fourth option came out, all the Eternal Clansmen were shocked at the same time. Open black lens bracket. Ding. Close black lens bracket. Respondents are randomly selected. After the selection, the respondents for this question are Ronan the Accuser, Talos the Skrull General, Groot, the descendant of the Colossus clan, Loki. Close black lens bracket. Chat room. Collector. What a beautiful day. I didn't expect there to be survivors of the exterminated Flora Colossus family. I will offer a bounty of 10 million common currency to buy the last Flora Colossus family. Also remember, I want to live. If anyone kills it, I will also offer a reward for its pursuit. Quill 199999 Universe Ohu, I'll take over this job. Yondu. Quill, you're there. Come back to the spaceship for me, or it won't be so simple when I catch you. Quill. Bumpy bumpy. Dot dot. Red light star. Rocket comforted and patted Groot, who was several times taller than himself. He never expected that a lucky opportunity to answer a question would bring disaster. He may be powerless against the terrifying collector. However, if anyone dares to take away his family, then he has to ask whether the blaster in his hand agrees. Dot 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 dot. Inside the Stark building, Loki smiled excitedly at first, but then frowned again. Although there is an opportunity, it is still very difficult to answer correctly. First he ruled out answer C. Because of a woman. This is outrageous. Odin is not lustful, and even if he wants to marry another, his mother may not object. This must be the wrong answer. After thinking about it, he ruled out the answer again. As the Prince of Asgard, he knows some secrets. The Aesir Protoss is not like other races. As the body ages, its strength will decline. Quite the opposite. The Aesir Protoss are getting stronger with age. Odin, who is about to die of old age, can definitely beat himself in 5 prime years. Therefore, A, like C, is definitely a wrong answer. Finally, he thought for a while and ruled out B. He really didn't know if there was one. But in contrast, he is more inclined to choose D. There is a big problem of terror in the earth. This one also looks the most reasonable. After thinking about it in his heart, Loki quickly answered. Open black lens bracket ding. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Loki chooses answer D. Close black lens bracket. Hela. A little clever, but not much. Loki. What do you mean? Do you know the truth? Ronan. Tell the truth you know, and I can promise you a request. Hela. A stupid person like you can still get the title. Is the current galaxy in power? Ronan. Woman, I will let you know what happens when you piss me off. Deadpool. Come on, you're really stupid. You never thought that as soon as Hela said it, other people would know about it, and you would choose a hammer. Carol, Universe 199999. Ronan, you don't seem to have grown much after all these years. Ronan. Kree traitor, you won't be arrogant for long. Carol. Sure, you wouldn't have dared to say that 17 years ago. Open black lens bracket ding. Close black lens bracket. Ronan the accuser chooses answer B. Close black lens bracket. In the space battleship, Ronan showed confidence in his eyes. He doesn't need the answer from that bitch at all. In his opinion, except for the great Kree Empire ruled by supreme wisdom, no country can escape internal troubles. So B must be correct. After getting this reward, it will definitely be easier to find power gems. When the time comes, I must take that traitorous bitch with broken limbs and bring her back. Open black lens bracket ding. Close black lens bracket. Taros chooses answer A. Open black lens bracket ding. Close black lens bracket. Groot chooses answer C. After all the respondents have chosen, the answers will be announced. Close black lens bracket. The answer to this question is C because of a woman. Close black lens bracket. As soon as the correct answer came out, countless people's jaws dropped. Odin left the Earth because of a woman, is this him? Even a third-rate cosmic novel can't write such a plot. Thor is even more confused. Did Father find himself a stepmother on Earth? But at this moment, the eternal people on Earth let out a long sigh of relief. It was a false alarm. How could Odin discover the secret of the celestial group? Open black lens bracket analyzing rewards. Close black lens bracket. Analysis complete. Close black lens bracket. Reward. Ancestral bloodline. Close black lens bracket. Collector. Increase the bounty to 300 million. Quill. Damn it, don't you have to worry about it for the rest of your life after this vote is done. Gamora. Stupid looter, guess why the collector raised the bounty so many times? Quill. Isn't it the return of the blood to the ancestors, becoming a 100% pure Flora Colossus family, which means it is even rarer? This analysis makes little sense to me. Yondu. I really should get you back, or you'll embarrass me. Quill. Yondu, when did you learn to be yin and yang? Yes. Yondu. Stupid. That Groot has become stronger because of his blood returning to his ancestors. You are looking for death. Do you think the words, Colossus of Flora, are an exaggeration? Quill, comma. Inside the Stark building, looking at the conversation in the chat room, Loki was almost going crazy with jealousy. He didn't expect the correct answer to be missed by a tree man. Such a reward. If it was me, I would go back to my ancestors and become the oldest giants of Jotunheim, so I wouldn't need to flirt with Thanos. He hammered the ground hard. Hateful. How could the answer be a woman? He refuses to accept it. At this moment, the picture began to flow again. Open black lens bracket. Odin's eyes flickered unnoticed, as if recalling something bad. Close black lens bracket. After a while, he sighed a long time, and said helplessly. Open black lens bracket, because of a woman. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor frowned, such an answer was completely unexpected. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. However, he doesn't think it's a love affair. Close black lens bracket. Then asked again. Open black lens bracket. Who is she? Close black lens bracket. Odin's eyes became a little fierce, and he slowly said a name. Open black lens bracket. Her name is Ancient One. close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Also the owner of Kamar Taj, the current Sorcerer Supreme, close black lens bracket. 012 Dormammu. The Ancient One is the devil. Advertise here. Hell. Hearing Odin's answer, Mephisto narrowed his eyes slightly. The next second he showed a ferocious smile. He originally thought that the two were an alliance, but now it seems that the relationship between Asgard and the Earth is also very delicate. It was a pleasant surprise. Kamar Taj. All the secret magicians all showed surprised eyes at this moment. Odin actually retreated because of the Ancient One magician. Meditation room. Caecilius looked incredible, although he knows that Ancient One is powerful. But, Odin is the god king of Asgard. Once the gun of eternity is released, it will definitely hit the enemy. Impossible. Caecilius roared inwardly, absolutely not believing that Ancient One could defeat Odin. There must be more secrets in it, maybe the two reached some agreement. Otherwise, the chance of success of my plan is absolutely zero. He couldn't accept that possibility. Chat room. Serta. Kamar Taj. Ancient One. Haha. I didn't expect Odin to be afraid of a Midgard female magician. It seems that the day when I destroy Asgard is coming soon. Ebony Maw. Tisk tisk, I didn't expect the famous Odin god king to be afraid of an earth magician. I'm a little disappointed. Talos. Dark Titan, your subordinates are too low level, this behavior seems a bit mentally retarded. Thor. Father, is this true? Before he could answer, Odin in the picture had already spoken. Open black lens bracket. After Asgard defeated the giants of Jotunheim back then, I wanted to take advantage of the trend and arrange the soldiers to stay on Earth to protect them. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. After all, because of the existence of the World Tree, the 9 realms are connected with each other through a special gap. Maybe there will be monsters from the Flame Kingdom and higher Hades accidentally coming to Midgard. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. And according to the records, Kamar Taj is only responsible for maintaining the mysterious threat from the real world to other dimensions. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. But, close black lens bracket. Odin paused, sighed. Open black lens bracket. I didn't expect that Midgard's Sorcerer Supreme would not allow it. Close black lens bracket. Thor didn't care about the beautification in his father's words, he just said curiously. Open black lens bracket. Did you fight that Sorcerer Supreme? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. There is only his own son here, Odin said without hesitation. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. I fought with Ancient One in the Norwegian Sea. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. At first, I thought this would be an easy battle. According to past experience, the caster's protective magic was restrained by Mjolnir. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. But I didn't expect. Close black lens bracket. Odin's eyes showed the color of memory, and he sighed. Open black lens bracket. Ancient One's secret technique not only comes from Mephisto in various dimensions, but what's even more bizarre is that her mana is constantly flowing and you can't see the end. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Combined with her mirror image spell, although it cannot completely defend against Mjolnir, it can greatly weaken the strength. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. So you lost? Thor couldn't help asking. Close black lens bracket. Odin shakes his head. Open black lens bracket. That's not true. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. After all, it's not a battle to the death. Working hard will only make others take advantage. Ancient One and I know that well. Close black lens bracket. Dark dimension. Dormammu's head was shaking with flames, and his mood was very disturbed. Maid. All the constantly mana was stolen from me. And those powerful secret techniques. He heard that this woman went whoring all kinds of things for nothing, and she didn't pay the price at all. She was simply a devil. However, he did not reveal these secrets in the chat room. He is a majestic master of the dark dimension, unlike Mephisto, he still needs face. At this moment, the corner of Odin's mouth twitched, and his tone became a little strange. Open black lens bracket. Thor, you must also remember that in the future, you must not make enemies with Sorcerer Supreme. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Every Sorcerer Supreme controls the time gem, which is simply the most difficult existence in the universe to kill. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. More importantly, I suspect that they may be able to peek into the future. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor looks puzzled. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Why do you say that, father? Close black lens bracket. Odin once again clearly recalled the events of the year, frowning and saying. Open black lens bracket. Because I asked her back then, why not let Asgard guards guard Midgard? After all, Kamar Taj's duty is to prevent other dimensions from invading. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. And her answer is, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. For the future. Close black lens bracket. TVA. Mobius looked at the female judge and asked. This. Did the Ancient One ever create a branch of time? The female judge glanced at Mobius faintly. Are you going to catch her, or am I going to catch her? Mobius smiled sarcastically and said. Then you can't watch her tamper with the sacred timeline. The female judge sighed. Although I don't know why, she didn't actually create a time branch. Mobius's smile froze instantly, his eyes filled with shock. This is even scarier. Okay. 013 Whoever named Mjolnir as Thor. Advertise here. Holy place number 2. Thanos' purple face is extremely gloomy at this moment. I estimated wrong. He calculated the strength of Ancient One based on the former Sorcerer's Supreme record recorded by Titan Star. But if Odin is not lying, the power of Ancient One is much higher than he thought. What makes him even more uncomfortable is, he had sent Loki to Earth with the Mind Gem, and the Chidori army had invaded. The gem may well have fallen into the hands of the Ancient One. Mind, space, time, trouble, but Thanos was not discouraged. He has experienced several desperate situations in his life, and this is not the worst one. And now there's reality, power, and the soul gem out there. Just get the first 2 gems and the tables turn. After all, reality plus power is the most powerful combination among all infinite gems. History's Stark Mansion. Loki's face turned pale in an instant, terrified in his heart. Ancient One, Sorcerer Supreme. Father can't beat it either. Who can tell him why the world has become like this? Shouldn't the Earth be a barren place? At this moment, Loki felt extremely regretful. Why didn't Thor in his own world discover the abnormality back then? If this is the Thor on the opposite side, I will definitely know the horror of the Earth. Also invade the Earth to become king. He wouldn't dare to give him to Thanos' courage. Do not care. He made a quick decision in his heart. As soon as the video is over, he turns back immediately. Chat room. Thor. Haha, I knew my father would not lose. Tony Stark. I really envy you can live so happily. Deadpool. Bro Thor, honestly I can't wait to be your brother. Thor. See, Loki. Only you feel bad about me all day long. Loki. Idiot, I won't be surprised if you lose your hammer someday. I beg you to learn from another self. It is also the father who tells the history, and people can discover the hidden secrets. Thor. You seem to have a lot of grievances, but you didn't realize it. Loki froze off screen. Why is this Thor not stupid anymore? He just beat me up, right? Boom. The golden thunder intertwined screen dimmed again, and the blue thunder lighted up again. It is still the treasure house of Asgard. Close black lens bracket. Odin takes Thor and Loki's hand and laughs. Open black lens bracket. Only one of you can ascend to the throne. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. But, you two are destined to be kings. Close black lens bracket. As his voice fell, time began to move forward rapidly. Close black lens bracket. The 2 immature teenagers are also starting to grow up. Close black lens bracket. Thor is training hard every day, honing his fighting ability, without any relaxation, and gradually growing into a fighter. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Loki learns magic from Queen Frigga. Close black lens bracket. But he doesn't care much, the only thing he is good at is phantom magic. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Definitely, as the Prince of Asgard, he also needs to learn melee combat with Heimdall from time to time. Close black lens bracket. In the blink of an eye, the 2 have reached the age of adulthood. Close black lens bracket. On this day, Asgard shines brightly in the universe, and the world tree is fully revealed under the urging of Odin's divine power. Close black lens bracket. Looking from the universe, Asgard looks even more shocking. Close black lens bracket. And in God's domain. Close black lens bracket. At the moment fairies are flying in the sky, and the spirits of light in Alfheim keep dropping flower petals. Close black lens bracket. Flags are flying on the ground, and the temple of huge amounts of Odin is full of people from Asgard, as well as envoys from some countries in the 9 realms. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket today. Close black lens bracket. It's the day when the 2 princes conferred the gods. Close black lens bracket. Deadpool. Thor, you are my half-brother, whoever scolds you, I will fight him. Thor. Oh, you don't have to, I'm a guy who likes to make friends. Deadpool. Let me ask one more question, do you like to spend money on your friends? Quill. Dude, your interstellar map is too short, I can see the handle of the gun. By the way, let me also ask Thor, do you still lack friends? Thor. Haha, definitely missing. Quill. So do you really like spending money on your friends? Thor. Inside the Stark building, Tony shook his head and stopped paying attention to the conversation of some fools in the chat room. He turned to look at Loki and asked doubtfully. Asgard is so brilliant, why should you stare at what you consider to be a barren earth? What can't be enjoyed by being a second prince? However, after he finished asking, he found that Loki's face was even worse. But Tony realized right away that it wasn't necessarily because of what he said. Because Loki from at the moment is gritting his teeth and staring at the screen. Open black lens bracket. Boom. Close black lens bracket. As the spear of eternity hits the ground, a golden thunderbolt shines brightly above Asgard. Close black lens bracket. The temple also became quiet. Close black lens bracket. At this moment, everyone looked at God King Odin with fanatical eyes. Close black lens bracket. On the altar. Close black lens bracket. Odin nodded slightly, the divine power spread like a wave, and he didn't say loudly until a few seconds later. Open black lens bracket. Mjolnir. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket boom. Close black lens bracket. In an instant, there was another violent thunder. Close black lens bracket. The next moment, the blue thunder in the sky erupted, and a bucket-thick lightning fell in front of Odin, and then turned into a silver-gray hammer. Close black lens bracket. A large number of sophisticated loony runes flash on it. It is Mjolnir. Close black lens bracket. That is, at the moment, Odin looked at his people and messengers, and made a majestic voice. Open black lens bracket. Today, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. My twins, whoever lifts Mjolnir is, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor, close black lens bracket. 014 cheating. Advertise here. Chat room. Secret guest. Interesting, I actually had the opportunity to meet God Chosen once. This comparison is really a miracle. Tony Stark. God's Chosen. According to the Nordic mythology, shouldn't it be the world tree that gave birth to the godhead, and then you become gods? Sif. That's just a myth. Fandral. You have to distinguish reality, people of Midgard, only the great god King Odin can directly confer gods on others. Vostag. The father of God is in charge of all divine powers. Luna Kongsu, 199999 Universe, tisk tisk, what a big tone. Odin's method of training his subordinates is really powerful, why not go to the god realm of Thebes to become the god lord? Off-screen he didn't say a word. It would be great if this group of people had their brains out. He didn't care what the Asgardian warrior said, he just wanted to be angry. Thor. Luna, what kind of god is this? I remember your absence from the pantheon. Zeus. Haha, Thor, you are too young to know. The god realm of Thebes has long been expelled from the dimension below reality by the first sorcerer supreme, Agamotto. The sun god Ra was beaten into a hypnotic sleep, and it is estimated that there is enough chaos in it now. These Egyptian gods belong to the group of gods who got along the worst. If I were this Luna, I would be embarrassed to talk in the chat room. Kong Su. At least it is more shameful than the unclean god who keeps seeds everywhere. Zeus. Huh, you are not even a god. Kong Su. You forget it. It's ridiculous, why don't you ask the dimension Mephistos if you count? Off screen. Seeing that Zeus was not replying, Kong Su sneered and said nothing more. Shield. Nick Fury was numb looking at the screen in the chat room. Before that, he thought that the so-called gods of Asgard were just stronger aliens. But what's going on now? It is also true that the Greek and Egyptian gods belong to him. And according to what Zeus said, the Egyptian gods were on the earth before. And the even scarier sounding dimension Mephisto. And the sorcerer supreme, who banishes gods and monitors dimensions. Damn fuck. What happened to the ancient earth is far from what is written in the history books. Siberia. Somewhere in an abandoned power station. Grave, the Skrull who has already started preparing for the rebellion, is sweating profusely at the moment. The composition of the earth is too complex. Not to mention occupation, at the moment he wanted to escape the planet with the Skrulls. What are the Kree in comparison? By the beach, Thor scratches his head in bewilderment. By the way, isn't it my ritual of becoming a god? Why did everyone start scolding again after chatting? It really doesn't give me any face. But it doesn't matter, immediately my heroic demeanor will appear in front of everyone. Open black lens bracket boom. Close black lens bracket. Two huge metal gates tens of meters high opened, making a loud bang. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor and Loki walked out from the inside, walked left and right along the golden staircase to the altar amidst the cheers of the crowd. Close black lens bracket. Soon, the two came to stand in front of Mjolnir at the same time. Close black lens bracket. Thor smiled confidently, and said, Open black lens bracket. Loki, you are too weak and unruly, the position of Thor is not suitable for you, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Be honest and wait for your father to grant you other priesthood, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Loki maintained an elegant smile, and said gently, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. I am indeed not as good as my eldest brother, but who can say for sure about fate? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. He definitely wants to try. Close black lens bracket. That's Thor. Close black lens bracket. It is the most powerful priesthood in Asgard besides the father of god Odin. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor is not worried, in his eyes even 100 Loki cannot lift Mjolnir. Close black lens bracket. Soon, as Odin oscillated the eternal spear again, the metal ground of the altar suddenly had a rune of Luni lit up, making it indestructible. Close black lens bracket. Odin looked back and forth at the two sons, and said. Open black lens bracket. Loki first. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Hearing this, Loki's eyes showed a hint of surprise, Thor didn't care. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. I'm starting, father, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. After Loki finished speaking, suppressing the impatience in his heart, he calmly walked in front of Mjolnir. Close black lens bracket. Then knelt down on one knee, holding the cold handle of the hammer with both hands. Close black lens bracket. The next second, he took a deep breath, mobilized his whole body strength and magic power, and pulled it up. Close black lens bracket. In an instant, huge amounts of power burst out. Close black lens bracket. But Mjolnir didn't move at all, but Loki snorted, almost dying. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. However, he was not discouraged, the scene in front of him was within his expectations. Close black lens bracket. The next second, green loony runes light up on Loki's two wrists. Close black lens bracket. And that represents power. Close black lens bracket. The trial of Mjolnir did not happen suddenly, he definitely had already prepared for it. Close black lens bracket. He paid a lot of money for these dozen one-time loony runes to be enchanted for him. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. As for whether this counts as cheating, close black lens bracket. Loki thinks it doesn't matter. Close black lens bracket. As long as Mjolnir can be lifted, under the witness of so many people, he is Thor, and Odin cannot deprive him of his divine position. Close black lens bracket. As for failure, if it's a big deal, you will be scolded, and you will be locked up for more, it doesn't matter. Close black lens bracket. Thor. Loki, you cheated back then. Tony Stark. So you didn't realize it was so close. Loki. Hey, what do you think he can read those loony runes? Thor. I just wasn't paying attention. Tony. I believe it again. At this time, under the blessing of the power rune, Loki is mana again. Close black lens bracket. And this time, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Boom. Close black lens bracket. The altar made a slight roar, and trembled for a moment. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor's expression changed suddenly, and a look of shock appeared in his eyes. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. He couldn't understand how Loki possessed such great power, and his 100% confidence suddenly panicked. Close black lens bracket. But immediately he was relieved again. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. He saw Loki's smothered blushing, but there was no reaction except for the altar shaking at first. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. 10 seconds later, Loki exhaled in one breath, and walked aside in a daze. Close black lens bracket. Although the failure was expected, he still felt a little uncomfortable. Close black lens bracket. At this moment Thor laughed and patted Loki on the shoulder. Open black lens bracket. It's okay, if anyone bullies you in the future, your brother Thor will support you. Close black lens bracket. After speaking, he walked up confidently. Close black lens bracket. Off screen. Although they knew the result, countless people still stared at the screen seriously, not wanting to miss the details. And in the Stark building, Tony looked at Loki's very ugly expression, and finally expressed his doubts. Didn't you have the consciousness of failure at that time? What are you excited about now? Loki sneered. You'll find out in a moment. 015 Hela's contempt. Advertise here. In the temple, Thor walks up to Mjolnir while everyone is watching. Close black lens bracket. At this moment, not only all Asgard people showed anticipation, even Odin was included. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor's ability is obvious to all. Close black lens bracket. Not only is the body as strong as the world tree, but also the fighting ability is innate. Close black lens bracket. The first time I followed the Asgard army to suppress the rebellion of a tribe in Alfheim, I personally killed the giant leader of the opponent. Close black lens bracket. At that time, Thor was only 80 years old, not even an adult. Close black lens bracket. In contrast, Loki not only does not look like a royal blood, but also looks weak and does not like to fight. Close black lens bracket. How can such a person be Thor? Close black lens bracket. So, today's conferment of gods, everyone thinks that this is Thor's day of Thor. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. On the altar, Loki is keenly aware of everyone's expressions. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. He still had a graceful smile on his surface, but his hands hidden in the robe clenched into fists. Close black lens bracket. At this time, close black lens bracket. The altar began to tremble. Thor has exerted strength. Close black lens bracket. And this is just the beginning. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. It doesn't seem too difficult, Loki. I only exerted 2 points of strength. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor laughed confidently, no longer holding one hand, but holding the handle of the hammer with both hands at the same time. Close black lens bracket. The next second, the muscles all over his body suddenly stretched, and blood vessels protruded under the skin like tree roots. Close black lens bracket. A terrifying power erupted in an instant. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Boom. Close black lens bracket. The metal ground, which was trembling slightly, gave out a violent roar, like thunder. Close black lens bracket. If it wasn't for the blessing of the rune runes, I'm afraid Thor's feet would pierce through the ground in an instant. Close black lens bracket. Such huge amounts of movement surprised Loki. Close black lens bracket. He didn't expect Thor to have such amazing power. Close black lens bracket. I'm afraid I don't even have a tenth of the opponent's strength under the blessing of runes. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Loki suddenly felt huge amounts of pressure flooding his heart. Close black lens bracket. It turns out that Thor has surpassed himself by so much before he knew it. Close black lens bracket. But in the next second, his shocked mind relaxed. Close black lens bracket. Because Thor didn't lift Mjolnir at all. Close black lens bracket. Tony. Thor failed that year. Sif. How is it possible? Just keep reading. Hela. What are you looking at? Watching a jerk show. Mjolnir is made of dying star cores, and it takes at least millions of tons of power to lift it with pure power. I really don't know how this idiot became Thor. Thor. Just be jealous. Hela. Me. Envy. This is really the best joke I've heard in 1,000 years. Odin. Do you want to tell him whose hammer this is? Frigg. Remember our agreement, Hela. Hela. Tisk tisk, what a good mother. Thor. All right mother. I see what she means, but so what if Mjolnir was once her weapon? A banished god, but to dishonor the weapon, now Mjolnir chooses me. Sif. Yes, Thor, you are right. Hela. Hee. I really look forward to the day I meet you, Thor Odinson. Then I'll see if your mouth is as hard as a hammer. Thor. I look forward to it too, and I will use this hammer to beat you with my own hands. Hela. Hey, now I'm even more curious about how you lifted the hammer. When I used all my strength, but Mjolnir didn't move at all. Close black lens bracket. Thor's eyes showed unbelievable shock at first, but immediately turned into madness. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Impossible. Close black lens bracket. Absolutely impossible. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Everyone thinks he can be Thor, even himself. Close black lens bracket. He simply cannot accept the result of failure. Close black lens bracket. At this moment, he no longer cares about the burden on his body, he does not listen to the wailing from his muscles and bones, he does not look at the blood in his palm. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Crazy to pull out the hammer. Close black lens bracket. Boom. Close black lens bracket. At this moment, the ground trembles violently. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Looking at Thor's ferocious appearance, Loki feels inexplicable fear in his heart. Close black lens bracket. He thinks Thor is crazy. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Continue to use more force, it is very likely that you will pull your arm off. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor is indeed crazy. Close black lens bracket. At this moment, the world in his eyes darkened, and his ears could not hear the sound of the outside world. Close black lens bracket. But he is still not reconciled, and is frantically improving his strength. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Looking at Thor's scarlet eyes, Loki quickly turned to Odin, because only the other party can stop Thor from continuing. Close black lens bracket. He's worried about Thor's body, and he doesn't want him to lift Mjolnir. Close black lens bracket. But the moment Loki turned his head, he saw the golden thunder in Odin's eyes flash away. Close black lens bracket. At the same moment, he heard Thor's shocking roar. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Ah. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Give me up. Close black lens bracket. In an instant, a terrifying blue thunder erupted from Thor, exuding a scalp-numbing power. Close black lens bracket. The originally clear sky was covered with dark clouds at some point, and it was extremely dark. Close black lens bracket. But this further highlights how dazzling and shocking Thor is, who is surrounded by thunder. Close black lens bracket. That is, at the moment. Close black lens bracket. The Mjolnir, which seemed to be embedded in the ground, was lifted up by Thor. Close black lens bracket. At this time, the huge blue thunder retracts inward and returns to Thor's body. Close black lens bracket. In the next second, an astonishing burst of divine power formed a divine armor with a cold metallic light, a red cloak, and a battle helmet with wings, which were worn on Thor. Close black lens bracket. With the sound of thunder in the sky. Close black lens bracket. Thor is born. Close black lens bracket. But just when many people outside the screen marveled at the thrilling process of Thor's birth. In the chat room, Hela. So it's a waste who can't control his own power. At the same time, Stark building. Loki, who originally wanted to take this opportunity to question Odin about the golden thunder in his eyes, was taken aback for a moment. 016 Destiny. Advertise here. Loki wondered why that Hela would say such a thing. According to his guess, Thor must be able to lift Mjolnir with the help of Odin behind the scenes. Otherwise, how could it be such a coincidence? As soon as Odin used his divine power, Thor's side was able to lift Mjolnir immediately. Although Loki knew about his blood problems, it was still a thorn in his heart. But now it seems that there are other secrets hidden. Chat room. Deadpool. This Miss Death seems to know a lot of things, it's so wordy. Thor. Well, she just saw me actually lift Mjolnir, and then made up for what she said earlier. Hela. Odin, I'm starting to pity you now. But don't worry, since there is an agreement, I will not reveal your secret. However, as soon as these words came out, more people became curious in an instant. Obviously, this conferred god ceremony is definitely not as simple as it seems. Proxima Midnight 199999 Universe Hehe. It seems that Asgard, which claims to be a god, is not so clean. Deadpool. Who can tell the truth? It's so painful, I feel like there are ants crawling on my body. Gwen Stacy Universe 65. It's really curious. ... Leftover. Kong frowned when he saw this universe number. When did Spider-Woman of Universe 65 become a person related to Thor? What the hell happened to the alternate timeline? Loki. The golden divine power in your eyes flowed for a while, because of something. Off the screen, he finally couldn't help but ask. And as soon as he reminded, many people immediately remembered that in the scene just now, there was indeed a golden thunder in Odin's eyes for no reason. Luna Kongsu. Odin, you are not cheating, are you? Sif. You are blasphemy, the father of God is absolutely fair. Thor. Father. Is what Loki said true? Off screen, Thor's face was slightly pale, and his heart was uneasy. He just doesn't want to use his brain, not really stupid. The function back then, after being carefully played by this comparison system, obviously had a problem. The chat room fell silent, as if everyone was waiting for Odin to answer. After a few breaths, handwriting appeared in the chat room. Odin. You are indeed the real Thor recognized by the World Tree, and I can guarantee that there is really nothing to help you at this point. Your god position and your strength are all obtained by yourself. As soon as these words came out, Thor and Loki relaxed at the same time. They knew that Odin, the king of God, might cover up the truth, but he would never lie to his son. But Loki immediately realized one thing. Doesn't this mean that Odin did help Thor in other ways? His heart moved and he wanted to ask again. But thinking of his mother's appearance, he still gave up. Having this answer is enough, the others, are not important. But, in the chat room, it was clear that someone didn't want this to end like this. Mephisto. Odin, thanks to the fact that you are still the king of gods, why are you so secretive? Could it be you who helped Thor lift Mjolnir? Ancient One. The Hell Lord is so curious, how about I help you summon the main body, how about you go to Asgard and ask yourself? Odin. The Lord of Hell is here, Asgard will definitely entertain you, and I will tell you all the details. Mephisto. Hehe, you two are too polite, I just asked casually. Sorcerer Supreme, Black Magic Dimension, it seems that the relationship between Sorcerer Supreme and Asgard is not as bad as Odin said. Ancient One. The god of black magic will know if you try it, why bother to ask around? Definitely, you can also try it together. Shield. Sweat dripped from Nick Fury's forehead, and he complained wildly in his heart. It's too much, how can these gangsters fight if they don't know how to chat? Consider whether the earth is good or not. Damn fuck. Black Magic Dimension. Sithorn scolded Ancient One for being shameless. Unless the earth's dimensional barrier is broken and directly erodes the real world. Otherwise, this group of Mephistos will be completely out of their own dimension, and their strength will be greatly reduced. Then it's not a door-to-door asking for trouble, but a door-to-door delivery of food. But, Sithorn immediately showed a sneer. Thanks to this comparison reward, his seed has been awakened in advance. The earth will eventually be in his pocket. Thor became Thor. Close black lens bracket. And the Father of God also showed his mercy. Close black lens bracket. The world tree appears again. Close black lens bracket. Under the blessing of Odin, Luoji became the god of tricks, and the power in her body was also transformed into divine power. Close black lens bracket. However, compared to Thor's grandeur, his side seems very flat. Close black lens bracket. There are no visions appearing. Close black lens bracket. Off screen, Loki gave a complicated look. Perhaps this is the best choice. As the picture says, Odin has been merciful. However, he was still not reconciled. Why must I be worse than Thor? Is it really because of blood? Or, that's how fate is. It's just that I don't know what the fate of Luoji in another timeline is. The screen froze here. The screen surrounded by blue thunder dims, and the other side lights up again. Inside the Asgard treasure house. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. After Odin finished talking about the secret of the year, he looked at Thor and sighed. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. My child, Ancient One speaks like this, it is obvious that there will be greater changes in the 9 realms in the future. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. And Luoji is a girl, the throne will only belong to you in the future, but at the same time all the responsibilities will fall on your shoulders. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. So, you must become stronger. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor didn't look excited, but nodded solemnly. Close black lens bracket. Actually, even if Odin doesn't say it, he will continue to work hard to become stronger. Close black lens bracket. In his opinion, it is his duty to protect Asgard and protect his loved ones. Close black lens bracket. Moreover, he originally wanted to see the scenery of the highest place in the universe. Close black lens bracket. This is also the reason why he never relaxes. Close black lens bracket. At this moment, he suddenly remembered his father's previous words, knowing the act of intrusion and not knowing the intrusion are two different concepts. Close black lens bracket. Then he asked, open black lens bracket. Father, you just said that Loki will sneak away to Midgard one day. Close black lens bracket. P.S. In Thor, Ragnarok, Odin made it clear that Mjolnir was used to control Thor's originally thunderous power, which originally belonged to Hela. On the contrary, it is very likely that Thor has been awakening long ago, but he cannot control his power at all. After all, the movie universe does not have as much information as comics, and some of them can only be reasonably speculated on their own, and they are written with reference to comics. But it's almost time to enter the story of Thor 1, and I won't get the kind of ink on the shelves. 017 Trial of the Three Gods, Summon Mjolnir. Advertise here. Hearing Thor's question, Odin laughed. Open black lens bracket. It's just a guess, and I don't have a time gem to peek into the future. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. However, according to Loki's personality, the probability of this is not small. Close black lens bracket. Thor puzzled. Open black lens bracket. In this case, why not restrain her? She can't go to Midgard with Heimdall at all. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Odin didn't answer, just showed a meaningful smile and said, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. You will know when the time comes. Close black lens bracket. Zeus. Odin, you old fox, what are you thinking? Luna Khonsu. I smell conspiracy. Odin. What a joke. What is the relationship between the King of God on the golden timeline and Odin on my blue timeline? Don't frame me with nonsense. Deadpool. Great, got it. The timeline begins to advance rapidly at this moment, and Thor has also reached the age of adulthood. Close black lens bracket. On this day, the world tree appeared, and Asgard was generous and bright. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. The temple of the Father of God is full of guards and people of Asgard. Close black lens bracket. But just when many people thought it was the same as the previous function, they found that the situation was completely different. Open black lens bracket. Odin stood on the altar and did not summon Mjolnir, and Loki was standing behind him all the time. Close black lens bracket. After the giant gate, only Thor appeared. Close black lens bracket. When Thor walked to the altar, Odin tapped the ground with the Spear of Eternity. Close black lens bracket. With the burst of divine power, a huge amounts of golden vortex appeared above the altar. Close black lens bracket. Odin makes a majestic voice at this moment. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. The trial of the three gods is about to start, but you can still turn back. Close black lens bracket. Loki. The madman. How could someone really dare to conduct the trial of the three gods? Drax. Oh, is it hard? Fandral. This is no longer a question of whether it is difficult or not, but that the death rate in the trial of the three gods is extremely high. Tony Stark. 1/10, or 100th. Sif. So far, no one has passed. President Loki. It's the first time I've seen such a ruthless Thor. Awesome. Thor. Well, I can't figure out why he would do that. Hela. There is no doubt that definitely is for the strongest. Trial of the three gods can get 3 priesthoods, and in the history of Asgard, no one has more priesthoods except Odin. But Odin is born this way. If he succeeds, he will be the first Protoss to obtain 3 priesthoods by himself. And that kind of growth potential will be extremely terrifying. Thor, you. Not as good as him. By the beach, Thor pales. He instinctively wanted to refute Hela's words, but at this moment he couldn't say anything. Before, when the other self showed the ability to cast spells, he didn't have any inferiority complex, and he didn't think that he was inferior to the other party. But the trial of the three gods. He didn't even dare to think about it back then. Am I really not as good as him? At this moment Thor's eyes showed a thoughtful look for the first time. Open black lens bracket. Thor's face is resolute, without any hesitation, he said, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. My glory will never retreat in this life, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Hearing this answer, Odin showed a look of appreciation in his eyes, nodded and said, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Then, choose the weapon you carry, my son, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Remember, magic scrolls, rune artifacts, weapons forged by dwarf. You can only choose one of these. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. After the voice fell, Odin waved his hand, and countless beams of light flew out of the Asgard treasure house and landed on the altar. Close black lens bracket. But Thor shakes his head when he sees all this. Close black lens bracket. Seeing this scene, the people of Asgard in the audience suddenly looked puzzled. Close black lens bracket. Same. At this moment, countless viewers outside the screen did not understand why Thor shook his head. But the next second, open black lens bracket Thor looked in the direction of Asgard's treasure house, and stretched out his palm. Close black lens bracket. Hela. This is Loki. Impossible. Sif. No way. Tony Stark. This. I seem to have seen this pose somewhere. Ronan. What an annoyance, what charades are you playing? Just when many people were even more confused because of these few words. Open black lens bracket boom. Close black lens bracket. Following the sound of thunder, a group of thunder roared from afar, and precisely landed on Thor's hand. Close black lens bracket. The next second, the burst of thunder dissipated and turned into a silver-gray hammer. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket that is Mjolnir. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket it was summoned by Thor. Close black lens bracket. PS1. There will not be too many plots in the trial of the three gods. Definitely, if you like the feedback, you can write more, and if you don't like it, you can simplify it. This is just a place for the protagonist to improve his strength, and he will officially enter Thor 1 later. Note. There is a comic in which the priesthood of the Aesir Protoss is bestowed by the World Tree. I forgot which issue, and this trial is based on this. PS2. Explain the chapter review. Many people think that the immediate boss of Ancient One is the Trinity Visandi including Agamotto. But it's not actually, her top is even more powerful, she is the eternal god. Ancient One also made a splash, not to mention Time Gem. As for such a person falling to his death, will be killed by Caecilius. It's just letting Strange take over. If she is obviously dead in the middle, but the soul appears, and the Doctor Strange on the second timeline is precisely teleported. This can also prove it sideways. 018 The shock brought by the initiative to recognize the Lord. Advertise here. How can this be? There was the Thor scene of the Blue Thunder before, and at this moment, countless viewers showed expressions of astonishment. They don't understand. They rocked. How could Mjolnir be held so easily by this Thor? How could it be called? Isn't that Thor's test of godhood? Why is there such an astonishing change in another timeline? And at this moment, nothing is more shocking than Thor originally. When he felt that he was about to die and his soul was about to be torn, he raised Mjolnir in desperation. But right now, Mjolnir is actively responding to the other party's call. And to this level, I only developed the ability after I got this hammer a long time ago. At this time, someone suddenly spoke in the chat room. Agatha. Did he already become Thor? At this moment, even with the arrogance of her sovereign high priest, she couldn't watch this scene calmly. Secret guest. This is unlikely, right? Thanos. Hela, since you were the previous owner of this hammer, do you think that's going to happen? Hela. Perhaps, Odin had privately put him in touch with Mjolnir. She didn't talk too much. In fact, she suspected in her heart that this Thor was able to pick up Mjolnir, just like the previous Thor, it was the authority bestowed by Odin. President Loki. That must be the truth. HMPH. I knew how that hypocrite Odin could let his son go into danger, so he was already prepared. Sif. The father of God would never do that. President Loki. One-sided woman, the world is more complicated than you think. Comma. In the temple. Close black lens bracket. All Asgard people were shocked by the scene of summoning thunder. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Luoji exclaimed even more. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor, when did you get Mjolnir's approval? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket She knew that this weapon existed. After all, when she was a child, Odin often took the two of them to the Asgard treasury and introduced various treasures. Close black lens bracket. But that's why she was so shocked. Close black lens bracket. That is a weapon made from the star core of a dying planet, isn't it something that no one can lift except the Father of God? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket It's outrageous to be summoned directly by Thor now. Close black lens bracket. Odin on the side also showed surprise in his eyes. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket He originally wanted to give Thor this weapon after he returned successfully. Close black lens bracket. But I didn't expect this child to be summoned directly. Close black lens bracket. At this point Thor lifts Mjolnir with ease. Close black lens bracket. He looked at the silver hammer body reflected in the sunlight, looked at the newborn weapon, and said in a calm tone. Open black lens bracket. Actually, I have felt its call for a long time. Close black lens bracket. As soon as these words came out, all the people who didn't believe it just now couldn't help but widen their eyes. Hela was even more shocked. Don't say it's Odin cheating. This time, Thor wasn't even going to get Mjolnir's approval. Instead, the latter took the initiative to find Thor. The difference between them is a world of difference. Asgard. Odin was also shocked at this moment. Take the initiative to recognize the Lord. That was something that even Hela had never done before. It was fully approved by Mjolnir. It was surrender. The artifact is alive. That hammer must have felt something deeper. Is it will? It's the soul. Or something more shocking. Odin heaves a long sigh. The Thor over there seems to be far more special than what he saw. Holy place number 2. Thanos suddenly had a strange thought involuntarily at this moment. The opponent is not Thor in his own timeline. It seems, a thing to be thankful for. But immediately Thanos laughed and shook his head to drive the unrealistic thought out of his head. He has encountered many powerful enemies in his life, and this Thor with extraordinary ability is nothing. Even on his own side, it's just a bigger trouble. Chat room. Deadpool. Why don't you speak, are you dumb? Van Dahl. I just feel that it is too shocking. Agatha. It's a pity, this man is not in my world, such an excellent gene wasted. Quill. We have Thor here too, so don't despair. Agatha. Low-level creature, you never know what the gap in the soul is. Off-screen. Quill looked crazy. Mad, the Sovereigns are sick. The next time he talks to this bitch, she was born of a cosmic worm. Beachside. Thor smiled wryly, but couldn't refute. After all, that scene just now was too outrageous. Open black lens bracket at this time, Odin seemed to think of something, and suddenly said, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Have you ever heard Mjolnir's call? Close black lens bracket. He thinks this is definitely not a momentary thing, Mjolnir must have observed Thor many times. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket really. Close black lens bracket. The next moment, he saw Thor nodded and said. Open black lens bracket. It was after you told me about the battle in Midgard that I began to hear Mjolnir's vague call. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. As I grow up, this voice becomes more and more obvious. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Until just now, Father, you summoned many treasures, but when you didn't have them, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Mjolnir conveyed an idea to me. Close black lens bracket. Speaking, Thor showed a helpless expression and said. Open black lens bracket. It said, if I don't choose it again, it will smash the casket of ancient winters. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Hearing this, Odin showed a smirk. Close black lens bracket. It can only be said that this hammer is very thoughtful. Close black lens bracket. Pause. Odin restores the original coercion. Open black lens bracket. This is your weapon, it's okay to be early. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Now, begin your trial, Thor. Close black lens bracket. 019 Hell starts. Advertise here. Just when Loki was still thinking about the words, this is your weapon. The Thor on the screen has stepped into the vortex. The angle of view of the screen is infinitely elevated in an instant. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. The real world disappears in an instant, and the huge amounts of world tree that has existed since the creation of the world clearly appears. Close black lens bracket. It is rooted in the void, its branches are progressive, and the canopy is as lush as a galaxy. Close black lens bracket. You can also vaguely see the energy of 7 colors, walking and moving in the tree like breathing. Close black lens bracket. Just when countless people were shocked by the spectacular scene of the world tree and felt that they were extremely small. A leaf suddenly shines brightly. Close black lens bracket. The angle of view of the screen is pulled in quickly. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. After a whirlwind, Thor stepped on the ground. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. He shook his head to get rid of the strange feeling of dizziness, and then looked around. Close black lens bracket. The purpose of entering is a large number of unknown species of trees, weeds are overgrown everywhere, and there is a faint mist in the air in the distance, no sunlight can penetrate it, and the distance cannot be seen too far. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor turned around and pushed his head to look, his expression changed slightly. Close black lens bracket. Not because of the scene behind, because it is no different from the front. Close black lens bracket. The one who made him look wrong was himself. Close black lens bracket. The strength of raising the foot just now is not right. Close black lens bracket. The dizziness just now is also not right. Close black lens bracket. Based on his physique, he has already used Bifrost frequently, and no matter how long the teleportation is, he will not be dizzy. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor raised his palm, and what he saw was a rough, calloused, scarred palm. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. This is not my hand. Close black lens bracket. He is suffering from exercise, but the physique of the Aesir Protoss makes his body free of any scars and thick calluses, and even very beautiful. Close black lens bracket. The next second, Thor opened his palm to gather a mirror to see his own face. Close black lens bracket. But nothing happened. Close black lens bracket. The power in his body disappeared, and the spell failed. Close black lens bracket. Thor looks at his waist again. Close black lens bracket. Sure enough, Mjolnir has turned into a somewhat worn-out axe. Close black lens bracket. Now, he has become an ordinary, powerless woodcutter. Close black lens bracket. Vostag. Unbelievable, I finally know why the success rate of the trial of the 3 gods is 0. Sif. Completely become an ordinary person, this is too exaggerated. Dwarf King. Mjolnir has also failed. It's too scary, what kind of power can change all this? Quill. So what's the point of picking a treasure to bring in? Tony Stark. Because no one ever came back alive, no one knew it would happen. Frig. In fact, the trial of the three gods at the beginning didn't include a rule for carrying a treasure, it was only added because the death rate was too high, but I didn't expect it to be like this. Nick Fury. Isn't this a trial made by you Asgard yourself? Judging by your words, why don't you know anything? Loki. I really don't seem to have seen any content about the trial of the three gods in Asgard's literature, I only know that no one has ever passed it. Thor. Father, you must know something. After a few breaths. Odin. What I only discovered is that the trial of the three gods is actually the trial of the world tree in essence. Tony Stark. That makes sense, it fits perfectly with the opening scene. But since this is the case, can I think that your priesthood is indeed given to you by the world tree just like in the myth? Hearing this, Sif suddenly fell into embarrassment and shock. She had refuted this person at the beginning, but now it seems that this is the truth. Odin. You're smart, Midgardian, but being a Protoss isn't that simple at all. The priesthood is indeed related to the world tree, but it is only part of it. I can only tell you that it is also very important to Asgard originally. Inside the Stark building, Tony showed complicated eyes. Therefore, Thor is not a powerful alien at all, these people are really gods. And this is another fact that disturbs him. Because God is in control. But at least the Thor man is fine. Although a little silly, a little arrogant. As for Loki, he finds it odd. This guy seems to be just called a god of tricks, just as stupid as his brother. What he is more worried about now are those exiled Egyptian gods. If there is no sorcerer supreme, will these existences return? In his opinion, there are too many evil false gods there. Tony rubbed his face hard. This feeling of tying his safety to one person made him very disturbed. Asgard. Frigg's eyes were red, and the sadness inside almost overflowed. In her view, although the time is different, the other Thor is also her child. She knew that Odin respected Thor's decision and would be proud of it. However, turning into an ordinary person's trial has no power. The chances of success are too slim. Thor has traveled a few kilometers. Close black lens bracket. Although the strength is gone, this body is not bad. Close black lens bracket. It can be considered young and powerful. Close black lens bracket. The forest is not the kind of extremely primitive jungle, and some trails can be vaguely seen. Close black lens bracket. After walking a certain distance, Thor suddenly looked at the axe in his hand. Close black lens bracket. After thinking for a few seconds, he suddenly started chopping wood. Close black lens bracket. Ronan. Is this the best successor to Asgard ability? This forest looks dangerous, and it would be foolish to start playing the woodsman instead of looking for a way out of it quickly. Quill. I agree, the fog here looks very permeable, no cannibal witches, right? Tony Stark. On the contrary, I think this Thor is very smart. Now that the trial has begun, everything makes sense. A woodcutter, shouldn't he be chopping firewood? Steve Rogers. Perhaps, the previous losers were precisely because they couldn't let go of their proud identity. At this time, a wolf howls in the distant forest. Close black lens bracket. 020 woman, cabin, werewolf. Advertise here. The wolf howl was very clear, Thor immediately raised his head and looked over. Close black lens bracket. However, he didn't see anything. Close black lens bracket. The fog thickened again at some point, and the vision became very poor, only about 40 or 50 meters away. Close black lens bracket. After thinking about it, Thor directly bundled up the cut wood, and then left in the opposite direction of howling wolves. Close black lens bracket. If it is the original body, he can definitely ignore the danger. Close black lens bracket. But not now, even the most common wild wolf would be in danger of life. Close black lens bracket. And if you encounter wolves, you will definitely die. Close black lens bracket. After dozens of minutes, Thor stopped. Close black lens bracket. Around him, the trees have not become sparse, and it seems that it is still deep in the forest. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Going the wrong way. Close black lens bracket. Thor frowned slightly. Close black lens bracket. There is heavy fog in the forest, making it difficult to discern the direction. Close black lens bracket. And I don't have any clues, the best choice is to walk in the direction opposite to the howling of wolves. Close black lens bracket. And now the sky is getting darker and darker, and the night is coming, maybe I should build a shelter. Close black lens bracket. Otherwise, it is easy to have problems if you drive in the dark. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket, but just when he was about to stop, a faint sobbing sound of a woman came from afar. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor stared at the white mist, as if trying to see through something. Close black lens bracket. After more than 10 seconds, he walked towards the voice. Close black lens bracket. This is a trial, and it is impossible to avoid it all the time. Close black lens bracket. The cry of a human being may be a clue. Close black lens bracket. After walking about tens of meters, a little yellow light penetrated the thick fog. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. After Thor got closer, he saw a crooked but complete wooden house built in an open space not far away, and there was a black figure crying by the window. Close black lens bracket. Beep beep. Close black lens bracket. Thor knocks on the door a few times. Close black lens bracket. The crying in the house stopped abruptly, and a woman's panicked voice came from the wooden house a few seconds later. Open black lens bracket. Who? Who is outside? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor didn't pause at all, and said in a slightly disturbed tone, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. I'm a woodcutter in a village outside the forest. I didn't expect that it was foggy in the forest today, and I lost my way when I was walking back. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Good lady, can you take me in tonight? Close black lens bracket. As the sound fell, Thor heard a breathing sound appearing on the other side of the door, and the other party seemed to be observing him. Close black lens bracket. After a few seconds, the wooden door creaked open. Close black lens bracket. A woman in her 40s, with an apron squeezed on her body, and a weather-stained face said anxiously. Open black lens bracket. Come on in. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. It's so late, you still dare to stay in the woods. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor followed into the house, and the woman limped closed the door, then reinserted the 3 latches. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor glanced at the woman's legs indistinctly, and then looked into the room. Close black lens bracket. There is no room in the wooden house. Close black lens bracket. Except for a wooden bed, there is only a burning fire pit surrounded by stones and an iron can hanging from it. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. The file size is only a dozen square meters. Close black lens bracket. It can be seen that women's lives are very difficult. Close black lens bracket. At this moment, Thor put down the wood on his back, shielding his hand holding the axe, and said with a smile. Open black lens bracket. Thank you so much, otherwise it would be too dangerous to be in the forest at this late hour. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. This bundle of wood is my thank you gift. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Speaking, Thor handed out the bundled firewood to the woman. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. The woman suddenly said embarrassedly, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. No, I'm fine. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. It's just a one-night stay. My place is not a noble in the town. It's dirty and messy. Close black lens bracket. Thor chuckled. Open black lens bracket. It's nothing, I can cut some more when I leave tomorrow. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. As he spoke, he handed it over again. Close black lens bracket. The woman showed her yellow teeth, smiled and stretched out her hand. Open black lens bracket. Then thank you, the firewood at home is really not enough. Ah. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. However, halfway through her words, she screamed. Close black lens bracket. Because a head-on axe has already slashed over. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Boom. Close black lens bracket. The axe cut deeply into the wall of the wooden house. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. And the woman had fallen to the ground in fright, screaming in horror. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. There is no harm on her body, because it was just a temptation. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Seeing this scene, Thor frowned slightly, and said to himself in a puzzled way, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. There is no problem. Close black lens bracket. Chat room. Quill. Damn it, you scared the shit out of me. Is this Thor crazy? Mantis Woman Brant 199999 Universe. 1 second she was laughing, and the next second she was slashing out with an axe, so scary. Drax. It must be because the pressure of the trial of the 3 gods is too great. Unfortunately, it is not a man to attack a woman. Tony Stark. I really want to see what it's like for the 3 of you to live together. Quill. Why do you say that? Loki. Because you all have strange brain circuits. Tony. In such a weird forest, a woman with a leg problem built a wooden house here to live. Most importantly, how dare she take in strangers after nightfall? Is this reasonable? Thor must have figured this out too, so he tried it. Drax. No, this woman is obviously fine. Off-screen Tony's mouth twitched. He felt somewhat unable to communicate. Although the result is like this, it was really unreasonable before, okay. However, he still couldn't figure it out. The logic of this woman's behavior is not up to him. Tony looked back at the screen. Anyway, this is another Thor problem, and I don't need to worry about it. Open black lens bracket. Why do you want to live alone in the forest? Close black lens bracket. Thor pulls out his axe, looks down and asks. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. The woman's body kept trembling, and she cried as she said, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. I used to be sick and was kicked out of the town. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. I can't go far away, I can only live secretly in this kind of place, and they will burn me to death when I go back. Close black lens bracket. Thor has no expression on his face, and asks again. Open black lens bracket. Then why did you dare to let me in? You don't seem very courageous. Close black lens bracket. The woman suddenly showed a more fearful expression, and said tremblingly. Open black lens bracket. Because, werewolves will appear here at night. I can't watch you die. Close black lens bracket. A werewolf. Thor thought for a while and asked again. Open black lens bracket. When I didn't come, what were you crying for? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. The woman suddenly cried even harder. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. My daughter, Little Red Riding Hood, she should have come back in the afternoon, but she hasn't yet. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. She must have been eaten by a werewolf. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Woo. Close black lens bracket. 021 Amazing reversal. Advertise here. Little Red Riding Hood, werewolf. Is there another grandma? Tony was dumbfounded. Is this the trial of the three gods? Why does it sound like a pirated version of Grimm's fairy tales? If so, it would be easy. Killing the werewolf, it is estimated that the trial achievement was successful. But with the bloody nature of the Asgardians, even this Thor couldn't have read the story. Maybe he would leave the forest directly without helping, and the trial would naturally fail. Open black lens bracket. Maybe it's not necessarily dead yet. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. When did she leave? What did you ask her to do? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor doesn't know whether this world is real or not, but he hasn't been able to get out of the forest after walking so far, but came here instead. Close black lens bracket. Then as expected, the trial must have something to do with this woman. Close black lens bracket. Sure enough, upon hearing his words, the woman seemed to have grasped at straws, and quickly replied. Open black lens bracket. Little Red Riding Hood went to her grandma's house to get food for the week. It took more than 2 hours to walk along the path. Close black lens bracket. What AF asterisk King Grandma? At this moment Tony was sure that this was the story of the big bad wolf and Little Red Riding Hood. He was immediately disappointed. This trial is too easy, and the only difficulty may be to see if Thor can kill the werewolf with a mortal body. And Thor clearly understood what this trial was about. But after such a circle, it might as well be a werewolf rushing out of the woods at the beginning, straightforward. Thor comforted at this time. Open black lens bracket. Don't worry, maybe it's because of the fog outside that Little Red Riding Hood chooses to stay at Grandma's house overnight. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Do you have a kerosene lamp here? I'll go over and take a look for you now. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. The woman shakes her head vigorously. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. No, how can I let you take risks? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. If Little Red Riding Hood is there, I can come back tomorrow anyway. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. If it's gone, woo. The woman begins to cry again. Close black lens bracket. Thor pats the woman on the shoulder. Open black lens bracket. Actually, I lied to you. I am not a woodcutter, but a hunter. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. If Little Red Riding Hood disappears, I will go after that werewolf. Maybe there is still a chance. Close black lens bracket. Surprise appeared in the woman's eyes, but when she saw the axe in Thor's hand, she suddenly showed despair again, shaking her head and crying. Open black lens bracket. Your axe has no animal blood on it, and you have no traps. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thank you for your kindness, Mr. Woodcutter. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Now, I just ask you one thing. Close black lens bracket. Hearing this, Thor froze for a moment. Close black lens bracket. But immediately he seemed to be persuaded successfully, nodded and said. Open black lens bracket. You tell me. Close black lens bracket. The woman wiped her tears, said with red eyes. Open black lens bracket. If Little Red Riding Hood doesn't come back before noon tomorrow, please carry me to Little Red Riding Hood's grandma's house. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. You know, my legs. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Woo, it's all my fault. If I could walk, it wouldn't be Little Red Riding Hood who died. Close black lens bracket. Tony. It's over, Thor is failing. Sif. Failed. Why? This hasn't been through the storm yet. Fandral. You are a human, you know what trials of the three gods are, so stop talking nonsense. Tony. I definitely understand. This trial is obviously the Earth. That is, a story in Midgard that you said was magically changed. Its core is to kill the werewolf and save Little Red Riding Hood. In other words, Thor uses his human body to kill werewolves. But if Thor gives up on trying to save Red Riding Hood tonight, it's tantamount to giving up on the trial. Magician Wong. It can only be said that it is the most difficult trial of the three gods in Asgard. One is the intelligence that needs to find out what the task is in a very short time. One is the courage to fight against werewolves, and to defeat the strong with the weak. Taken together, it sounds hopeless. After listening to the woman's words, Thor suddenly asked. Open black lens bracket. Is there nothing else to say? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Woman shed tears and said in pain. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Enough is enough. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor nodded after listening, and then swung the axe again without any hesitation. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. This time, hit the head. Close black lens bracket. Deadpool. Shit. At this moment, Deadpool was the only one in the chat room who uttered a swear word, and no one spoke. But everyone else, like him, has only one thought at the moment. FK. Is Thor crazy? Inside the Stark building. Loki watched in disbelief. He had thought that Thor would reject women and go out tough to save Little Red Riding Hood. It is also possible that he did not discover the purpose of the trial and chose to take the woman to Grandma's house the next day. After all, this is helping too. But he never expected that this Thor would be so violent. He chopped the woman to death with an axe. Tony on the side is also stunned. Why? If you say you don't agree, you won't agree, why kill someone? Could it be that the brain was changed after entering the trial? At this moment Tony felt that his brain had also been hit by an axe, and he couldn't understand Thor's behavior at all. In the chat room, Quill. Damn, this Thor is too fierce. Magician Wong. You call this fierce? It's violence, okay. President Loki. Hee, there is no one around, back to nature. And the main thing is that stupid Thor failed and he was going to die. As soon as these words came out, everyone looked at the screen. But right now, the woman whose forehead was hit by the axe suddenly opened her eyes, and smiled at Thor. Open black lens bracket. What a nice little guy, how did you find out? Close black lens bracket. 0223 weaknesses. Advertise here. This moment, the shock brought by the woman opening her eyes was not weaker than Thor's axe just now. It was as if a thunderbolt fell into the hearts of everyone. Deadpool. Damn, it's a scam. Magician Wong. What a fake corpse, she is not dead at all. Sif. This woman has big problems. Loki. This is impossible, Thor has tried it before. Quill. Yeah, the woman's performance is there for all to see. Tony. That's what I can't understand, how does Thor know there's something wrong with this woman? Thor stepped back without hesitation, but found that the door of the wooden house could not be opened at all, and the latch seemed to be welded dead. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. He didn't act rashly, instead he looked at the revived woman cautiously. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket snapped. Close black lens bracket. The axe fell to the ground, and the wound on the woman's forehead healed automatically. Close black lens bracket. At this moment, the woman laughed again and asked. Open black lens bracket. Tell me, how did you find out that I have a problem? Close black lens bracket. Thor thought for a while, then replied. Open black lens bracket. You have 3 flaws in total. Close black lens bracket. Off-screen Tony's eyes widened. He still can't figure it out at all, but you, Thor, came out with 3. Do you want to be so outrageous? Open black lens bracket. Tell me. The woman was a little surprised. Close black lens bracket. Thor carefully observed the woman's posture and possible weaknesses, and said. Open black lens bracket. First, you said that Little Red Riding Hood didn't come back this afternoon, so she might have been killed by a werewolf. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. But, you clearly said at the beginning that werewolves would come out at night. Close black lens bracket. The woman shakes her head slightly, denies. Open black lens bracket. But it may also be because of the cloudy and heavy fog, so the werewolf can come out during the day. Close black lens bracket. Thor nods. Open black lens bracket. I know, so I have always kept this doubt in my heart. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Then what about the second point? The woman asked again. Close black lens bracket. Thor points to the cabin. Open black lens bracket. There are no traces of wolf claws on the outside of your wooden house. It is very complete, which is not normal at all. Close black lens bracket. The woman retorted. Open black lens bracket. This may also be because the werewolf didn't find this place. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Hearing this, Thor laughed instead. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Then, how did you find out that werewolves only appear at night? Close black lens bracket. Deadpool. Shit, contradictory. Magician Wong. This observation is amazing. We've all been watching the picture, but no one paid attention. Tony. I did find that there were no wolf claw scars outside the wooden house, but I focused on this woman before. After all, it's strange to appear here. However, her subsequent performance and answers convinced me, but made me forget this. Sif. Thor's powers of observation are astonishing. Richard. It's amazing, and besides, he has a third point. To be honest, I haven't figured out the third point yet, I guess it should be more idealistic. Professor X 838 universe, but even that is amazing. Loki. Now I'm just wondering what the third point is. So, what's the third point? The woman finally asked. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor pointed to the axe on the ground, and said quietly, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. The third point is that you reminded me. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. You said, I'm just a woodcutter with only an axe and no traps. Close black lens bracket. Speaking of this, Thor relaxes and laughs. Open black lens bracket. At that moment, all the puzzles in my mind were cleared up. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. I suddenly realized that the moment I teleported over, not only my body was changed, but my identity was also changed. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. In this trial, my role is woodcutter. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. How can a woodcutter who chops wood beat a werewolf at night? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Hearing this, the woman refuted again. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. But I didn't ask you to save Little Red Riding Hood at night. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. No, no, no. This is a trap, or perhaps a cleverness. Thor said bluntly. Open black lens bracket. Because the more you say that, the more you will misunderstand. This is the task of the trial. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. After all, the trial of the three gods is extremely dangerous, so doing this is the most appropriate, and most reasonable. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. But this again contradicts my identity. Close black lens bracket. Pause. Thor spread his hands and said. Open black lens bracket. These 3 points may be released alone, but they are not enough to confirm that you have a problem. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. But together, if I still can't find out, then my brain has been stolen by Luo Ji. Close black lens bracket. Tony Stark. All I can say is that this Thor is really terribly careful, and he didn't miss all the details. Richard. Wonderful, haven't heard such reasoning in a long time. President Loki. Honestly, it's hard for me to relate him to Thor. King Magician. This kind of mental power, perhaps the spellcasting ability he showed before comes from this. Quill. Unbelievable. Can someone explain it to me again? I don't understand. Gamora. It's really hard to imagine how your teammates tolerate you. Asgard. At this moment, Odin's eyes showed a look of exclamation. As expected of the trial of the three gods, it was indeed dangerous. But the other Thor is even better. At this moment Thor suddenly asked. Open black lens bracket. If I agree, what will be the consequences? Close black lens bracket. As soon as these words came out, many people showed curiosity. The woman laughs. Open black lens bracket. This body is a wolf in human skin, and there is no Little Red Riding Hood and grandma. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. If you agree to the request, the place where you will carry me will be the hunter's residence. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Werewolves can't enter there, but lying on human backs obviously doesn't count. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. During the day, the hunter will go out to hunt and kill the werewolf who is hiding in hiding, but when he comes back at night, the hiding in the room can kill him after he falls asleep. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. As for you as a tool man, once you enter the hunter's room, you will definitely be swallowed by the lying on your back. What if I go out at night and plan to fight the werewolf to the death? Thor asked again. Close black lens bracket. The woman shrugs her shoulders. Open black lens bracket. That would be even worse. You will be torn to pieces by wolves. Close black lens bracket. The voice fell. The woman's body rippled like the surface of water, and then dimmed. Close black lens bracket. There is only one voice left in the air. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. This trial represents wisdom. Congratulations on passing. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Now, go to the next game. Thor Odinson. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. A moment. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. The whole room dissipates and turns into a vortex with huge amounts of it. Close black lens bracket. 023 Abnormal Girl. Advertise here. Open black lens bracket. Thor looks thoughtfully at the place where the woman disappeared. Close black lens bracket. He had always thought that the trial of the three gods was a trial realm evolved from the Asgard god realm, and everything in it was false. Close black lens bracket. But now it seems that I am obviously wrong. Close black lens bracket. The woman just now definitely has a soul, or an existence of self. Close black lens bracket. Thor. Heimdall, do you know who that woman is? At this moment, he was full of curiosity. He believes that the other self will not be wrong. However, Heimdall. Sorry Prince Thor, I don't know. Loki. But can't your eyes see everything in the 9 realms? Hela. Humph, just a gatekeeper, how could he have that kind of power? Heimdall. That leaf on the world tree is not in the real dimension, and my eyes can't penetrate it. But Hela, your shards are in my eyes, you better be honest. Hela. I hope you can still talk to me so stubbornly in 100 years. Asgard. Odin completely ignored the words in the chat room, his eyes thoughtful. At this moment, he felt that he should have guessed the identity of the woman. Open black lens bracket. Thor glanced at the huge vortex that was exactly the same as before, and stepped into it without any hesitation. Close black lens bracket. But this time, the dizziness did not come. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Boom. Close black lens bracket. There are bursts of thunder in the sky, and the air seems to be trembling. Close black lens bracket. Thor opens his eyes and sees that this is the rim of a crater. Close black lens bracket. The sky is covered with dark clouds, and thunder rolls. Close black lens bracket. But this is not important. Close black lens bracket. At the moment, he found that his body had changed back, and the familiar power was flowing again in his body. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. He opened his palm, and a ball of light emerged naturally. Close black lens bracket. No problem, spellcasting ability is back. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. So, what is the test of this level? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor looked at the barren land under the volcano, and then at the cloud-covered sky. After more than 10 seconds, his brows were slightly frowned. Close black lens bracket. To be honest, he can't see any clues at all. Close black lens bracket. But at this moment, close black lens bracket. A voice full of anger sounded. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Damn it. Why am I so unlucky? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. This is a trial that I have worked so hard to conceive for 600 years. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. It's all in vain. It's all in vain. Close black lens bracket. The next second, a girl in gauze appeared above the crater out of thin air, staring fiercely at Thor. Open black lens bracket. Hey. You're here to find fault. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Hearing these inexplicable words, and then looking at the girl with puffy cheeks, Thor was immediately taken aback. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. What's the situation? Close black lens bracket. Who is this woman? Close black lens bracket. Is this a new trial? Close black lens bracket. And at this moment, not only he was blinded, but countless audiences outside the screen were also blinded. Quill. What kind of bizarre beginning is this? Is it still like the last trial to find out which sentence is true and which sentence is false? Thor. It's kind of weird, I feel like this kid is really angry. Deadpool. Why are you talking so much? Such a cute little sister is still passing the fart, so I just stayed. Xingyan. Where did the mental illness come from? It is a miracle that he survived to death. Deadpool. No way, your father won't let it. Xingyan. Bitch, you managed to piss me off. Gamora. Leave this psychopath alone. Nebula. Off-screen Tony shook his head. With this Deadpool around, the topic keeps going off track. Isn't the most important thing now is to find clues from the girl's words, and then deduce what kind of trial this time is. His conceited IQ crushes most people in this world. But just now Thor paled. This made him very uncomfortable. Although he is not participating in the trial by himself, this time he must find the key clues before the other party. Open black lens bracket. Thor just froze for a moment, but immediately came back to his senses. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. What do you mean by that? I don't seem to have offended you. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. He wanted to say something. Close black lens bracket. But as soon as the words came out, the girl gritted her teeth immediately, and then said in a panic. Open black lens bracket. You didn't offend me, did you? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Okay. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor Odinson, the trialist of the three gods, I remember you. Close black lens bracket. The next second, a scene that he couldn't understand appeared. Close black lens bracket. After speaking, the girl stomped her feet angrily, and suddenly a huge vortex appeared exactly the same as the previous 2 times. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor was holding back all the cliches in his mouth, and he didn't know what to say. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Seeing that he didn't move, the girl said even more angrily. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Your trial is over, hurry up and leave. Close black lens bracket. This sentence stunned countless people, and Tony was struck by lightning. In order to find clues, his eyes almost popped out. As a result, you said this. What's the situation? How did the trial end before it even started? Could it be an illusion trial? Open black lens bracket. Thor was taken aback for a moment, but as if thinking of something, he immediately frowned. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Sorry, it's impossible for me to cheat. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Hearing this, the girl was taken aback for a moment. Close black lens bracket. Then the short man who was only 1.3 meters clenched his fists tightly, trembling all over, and kept slurring words between his teeth. Open black lens bracket. I am not angry. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. My sister will scold me. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. I am not angry. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. I don't. I'm so angry. Close black lens bracket. The next second, the girl appeared behind Thor in an instant, knocking Thor into the vortex. Close black lens bracket. 024 become God. Advertise here. Asgard. Seeing this scene, Odin not only did not have doubts about at the moment in his eyes, but was determined in his heart. The woman before, the girl now. There is no doubt that this is the three goddesses of fate in the records. The so-called trial of the three gods should be the trial of the three goddesses. It's just that they didn't expect that they had been hiding in the world tree. That is, at the moment, the picture he saw at the moment he became the king of gods reappeared involuntarily in Odin's mind. When the divine power was added to his body, his field of vision changed, and he saw the shadow for an instant. Or rather the few outlines hidden in the shadows. Although it may not be a second, but he will never forget it in his life. Odin shook his head, banishing the image from his mind. That is a future matter. Right now, Thor is more important. If he guessed correctly, there should be only the trial of the goddess named Udel left. If successful, witness the history of Asgard like never before. ... Open black lens bracket. Thor stepped out of the vortex with a familiar sight in his eyes. Close black lens bracket. The magnificent temple. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Gorgeous banner. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket as well as the excited Luoji, and the God King with eyes full of admiration. Close black lens bracket. Thor turns his head and looks down. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. That's the people and warriors of Asgard gathered under the altar. Close black lens bracket. Everyone's expressions are first shocked and shocked. Close black lens bracket. But after less than a second, it completely turned into a frenzy. Close black lens bracket. In an instant, a huge wave broke out in the quiet temple, and everyone cheered in unison. Open black lens bracket. Thor. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor. Close black lens bracket. Amid all the attention, Thor has a kind of enlightenment. Close black lens bracket. He takes a step forward, holding high, Mjolnir. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. A moment. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Boom. Close black lens bracket. In the clear sky, countless golden thunderbolts emerged from the sky. Close black lens bracket. They converged densely towards the center, and then formed a waterfall-like river of lightning that slanted down and poured into Thor. Close black lens bracket. A terrifying storm of divine power suddenly erupted from Thor, and a transparent wave quickly passed Asgard, causing the world tree to appear agitated. Close black lens bracket. At this moment, Vanaheim, Yafheim, Nadavel, Higher Hades, Muspelheim. Close black lens bracket. All the 9 realms are shaking. Close black lens bracket. All spiritually powerful beings, all saw the golden thunder walking in the sky, exuding amazing divine power. Close black lens bracket. In the temple, close black lens bracket. Golden light blooms in Thor's eyes. Close black lens bracket. At the moment of becoming a god. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. He saw Serta in the land of fire roaring unwillingly. Close black lens bracket. I saw the dark elves who were expelled in the dark and cold depths. Close black lens bracket. I saw the angry woman in the shards. Close black lens bracket. I saw the dwarf king beating the meteor. Close black lens bracket. I see the ancient magician looking up at himself from a towering snow mountain in Midgard. Close black lens bracket. I saw the frost king with eyes full of fear on the planet ice. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. At the moment, wherever his eyes go, there is an instinctive desire to surrender. Close black lens bracket. Sif. Such a terrifying Kamui, I have never seen it before. Tony Stark. Is this really Thor? Magician Wong. A palpitating sense of oppression. Loki. Thor, by contrast, you were Thor without even a thousandth of the other you. Fandral. This is probably the scariest god ever in Asgard. Hela. This kind of power, why is it so powerful? Tony Stark. Can't understand. President Loki. You are definitely incomprehensible to a human being. Tony. Stupid, I mean can't understand this trial. The first game is indeed very dangerous. The second game was weirdly passed directly. But, trial of the three gods. No matter how you look at it, there should be a third level. Sif. No one has ever passed the trial of the three gods, and no one knows exactly how many trials it will take. Tony. I don't think it makes sense. Even if it passes, Thor still looks too powerful. Collector. Your name is Tony Stark, it's rare to see such a smart human being. Are you interested in selling your brain? I will give you a good price. Off-screen Tony's mouth twitched suddenly. What hobbies does this collector have? In a moment I want to buy a corpse, in a moment I want to buy a tree. This time, he actually took a fancy to his own brain. So perverted. But Tony changed his mind. Since this person said so, does it mean that he guessed right? At this time, someone had already asked questions for him. Quill. You mean, Thor is still in trial? Collector. Definitely, looking at the universe, how can powerful power be obtained so easily? And I think, now is the most critical time in the trial. 025 I refuse. Advertise here. Open black lens bracket Asgard Temple. Close black lens bracket. As the raging divine power calmed down, Thor's clothes had turned into golden armor, and behind him was a grinning black cloak. Close black lens bracket. In his hands, Mjolnir is entwined with golden thunder and crimson flames. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. His eyes are shining with silvery white light. Close black lens bracket. At this moment, he seems to have stepped out of a myth. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Boom. Close black lens bracket. The spear of eternity hit the ground again. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Odin said in an incomparably majestic voice. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. The new god returns. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Under the witness of the world tree. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor Odinson, from this moment on is the god of fire, thunder, and wisdom. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. And he will also be the next king of Asgard. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. As the voice fell, all the people of Asgard under the altar immediately knelt down and offered their loyalty. Close black lens bracket. On the altar, Thor frowned imperceptibly when he saw this. Close black lens bracket. This is a bit too fast and too sudden. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. He glanced at Odin, but found that the other party nodded towards him, his eyes full of affirmation. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Although Thor felt a little strange, he responded by waving Mjolnir again according to his father's wishes. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Following the sound of thunder, cheers erupted again. Close black lens bracket. Today, Asgard ushered in their new king. Close black lens bracket. Serta. HMPH, it's really too fake. How could that Odin guy give up the throne? Hela. No. On the contrary, Odin may not have much life left. If Thor really passes the trial of the three gods, he may get 3 priesthoods at once. With such prestige and potential, he is definitely the best heir. Passing the position under such circumstances will also make Thor gain a lot of hearts. Loki. So this scene is real. Quill. But didn't the collector say that this is still a trial? Gamora. He is not sure, and if you continue to read, you will know. Inside the Stark building, Tony sighed. So many of them can't tell the real from the fake while observing and discussing outside, so how will Thor feel on the screen? If it's true, that's fine. But if it is false, then this trial is too terrible. By contrast, another Thor lifting Mjolnir is Thor, so much more comfortable. However, presumably the gap between the two will become larger because of this. Open black lens bracket night. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor leaves the banquet and comes to the edge of the galaxy. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. He looked at the river falling into nothingness and was slightly lost in thought. Close black lens bracket. The alternation of the King of the Gods is not only a major event in the 9 realms, but also the major empires in the galaxy will send people to send blessings. Close black lens bracket. He won't have an easy time in the future. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Even Luoji was called away by her mother, and she was told to observe etiquette and show her demeanor during this time. Close black lens bracket. I don't know what to think of. Thor's eyes are bright again. Close black lens bracket. In an instant, the outline of the world tree appeared again in his eyes, and he could even clearly see the veins of some leaves. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Is it possible to do this already? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Thor seemed to be sighing, and then left the side of the galaxy. Close black lens bracket. 2nd day, 3rd day, 5th day. Close black lens bracket. A few days ago, the kingdom of the Elves of Light, the Vanir Protoss, and even the Nova Empire and the Sovereign Empire have sent envoys to deliver gifts, and they are staying here, waiting for the ceremony 2 days later. Close black lens bracket. But today is different. Close black lens bracket. The one who came to congratulate is very special, it is. Kamar Taj. Close black lens bracket. The ancient magician organization stationed in Midgard. Close black lens bracket. A golden spark appeared in the temple when the light of Asgard came to the peak of the day. Close black lens bracket. When the portal opened, a fat man walked out with 4 magicians in monk robes. Close black lens bracket. After some polite words, Kamar Taj sent out his gift. Close black lens bracket. Those are 4 advanced secret art books. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. At this time Magician Wong smiled politely. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Kamar Taj is not as rich and powerful as other organizations. I hope His Royal Highness Thor will not be offended. Close black lens bracket. Thor smiles and responds. Open black lens bracket. Definitely no, this is exactly what I needed. Thanks a lot to Kamar Taj for the gift. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. For the next few days, magicians are invited to stay here first. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Wong nodded, indicating yes. Close black lens bracket. After sending away Kamar Taj's magician, Thor stroked the heavy spell book with his hands, and sighed in his eyes. Close black lens bracket. As he said, these spell books are exactly what he lacks. Close black lens bracket. After all, Asgard's magic is still inferior to Kamar Taj. Close black lens bracket. And when he learns it, his strength will be raised again, and he can sit on the position of God King more firmly. Close black lens bracket. It can only be said that it is really so timely. Close black lens bracket. 6th day. Close black lens bracket. I heard that the giants of Jotunheim have also come to Asgard. This time they expressed their surrender and are willing to become a subsidiary of Asgard like other worlds. Close black lens bracket. The 7th day. Close black lens bracket. The dwarf king came with a long sword, which is a more powerful weapon than Mjolnir. Close black lens bracket. The 8th day. Close black lens bracket. The Kerry Empire came to celebrate with Sirta's head, and showed the intention of alliance. Close black lens bracket. 9th day. Close black lens bracket. The Forest of Witches selects the most beautiful witches of this generation and dedicates them to the future King Thor. Close black lens bracket. The 10th day. Close black lens bracket. Fiery divine fire rises in the new temple. Close black lens bracket. In the eyes of the major forces in the universe, the affiliates of the 9 realms, and the people of Asgard, Thor sits on the throne. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. And that beautiful witch, his future wife. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Holding a golden crown with 2 huge double horns, he came to him and bowed his head and knelt down. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. At this time, Odin's thick and benevolent voice sounded. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. My best son, next will be your era. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Now, take your crown and become the king of God. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. So, under the eyes of everyone, Thor said lightly. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. I reject. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. A moment. Close black lens bracket. The divine fire goes out, the golden temple collapses, and the world collapses. Close black lens bracket. P.S. In fact, according to my original assumption, no one will find out, until finally Thor refused to make a reversal. But this is Philu. I am afraid that some elder brothers will not be able to see it. I feel that what is written here is the trial of the 3 gods. It is too simple, and it is so difficult to gain so much. Finally change to this version.